They took that win over Entropiq. They had a nice win over FaZe as well to get here, which is super impressive, even with FaZe's little bit of a slide. But here we are, live into the game. We don't have to ask any more questions. We get to figure it out right out of the gates.
Well, I look forward to it. It's going to be big starting on the CT side with Eternal Fire on that T side. And already seeing a fair few people running around down towards that B bomb side. Not that uncommon for any pistol round, really. And it's Santaris to set it off. It's a nice beginning with a headshot, but the dualies are back. Crimbo there to pick it up. It's a pretty decent start right here. Oh, he was so flashed and he still got the kill. Crimbo comes in. The dualies doing all the work. And that is a nice triple kill overall with the dualies. Jason, that's going to make you excited.
Yeah, that pumps me up. I'm so ready for that. He was speed shooting as well, not slowing down whatsoever. Tizian is chilling over at Toxic Barrel. He's going to let his teammate, going to let Tabson take contact, but Calyx and Xcloud, they fall all the way back away from Monster. So going to wrap around. Now, they have plenty of time to go back towards the A bomb site. All this action has happened super early on in the round. And 53 seconds for them to play with.
Yeah, going on a little bit of an adventure to investigate as well. You could see Big. They want to find out what is going on. Tamsin, he's found out the hard way, though. Immediately gushed. They don't know about Tizzy, and he's stuck around. This should be an easy kill. He's electing for the bomb instead. It does fall in, but that's still a very cool play. Forget about what I said. What a headshot. Yeah, he was ready. I like what Tizzy was doing. He's like, I'm going to pick up the bomb, and you can't win the round. But now it's all up in the air again.
And it's 16 HP on 16 HP. It's legitimately a 1v1 with tied health, which is absolutely mental. And I mean, at least they know Tabson is definitely, they know he's low HP. They know he's been gushed as well. So Calyx going to make the run towards the A bomb site, bomb in hand. And when does Tabson get the information? Hearing the footsteps now, and the bomb is going to go down with 5 seconds, not leaving a whole lot of time to spare. And here we go into the clutch.
Man, if you would have guessed that timing wrong, if Tamsin had actually been nearby, that would have been the end of the round right then and there, but he's sneaking away. P250 in hand, he's got the pre-aim, he's got the pre-fire, and he's going to get that last kill. It's a quad kill for Calyx to start the pistol round with. What a great start for Eternal Fire.
Yeah, that really is. I mean, what a great round from Calyx. That P250 shot as he's picking up the bomb is mental. I mean, that's like a full HP player that he just takes down. Crimbo with the dualies, all his good work goes to waste. Oh, it's so painful. So painful. Look at this. This was beautiful. That's exactly how you want the dualies to be activated, and unfortunately it's right here on Tizzy, and this shot is a thing of beauty.
Man, that's a rough start. That first flashbang that they sent in there didn't really do anything. Calyx still got off the kill, and then the dualies, I mean, that should have been a one round for Big. That's one that they're going to want back. Now they're going for a triple boost instead. It's a well-known strategy by now. There's a lot of things that could go wrong with it. Obviously, you know that there's a lot of people down there once you see the boost come up. So I know a lot of people check it these days, but I admire it anyway. Why not try it? Why not give it a go?
Yeah, why not? What do you have to lose?
Just the USPs, right? Not much more than that. All right, well, they're going to give it up. They had all 5 people down at the B bomb site. So just going to take a moment to reflect.
Also, unfortunately, when they give it up and they rotate to the other bomb site is when Eternal Fire chooses to rotate all the way back to the B bomb site, of which they had just stacked and now vacated. So, free bomb site, free plant, and free round for Eternal Fire, and that'll make Big feel a little bit silly.
Yeah, they're good. They realize what's up probably once they realize people are down. They're like, oh, we have missed the timing by 15 seconds maybe. Santara's up looking for some kills with the AK. Oh, it's looking pretty good right now. He actually got the final kill with a jumping burst fire shot. It's rare that we get burst fire kills, but it happened. Has to happen at least a couple of times a month.
I feel like every time, well, I was going to say every time we get a burst fire kill, it's kind of epic, but not that one. But the other ones certainly have always been epic.
I feel like the ones we never see are the FaMAS burst fire kills. I can't even remember the last time I've seen one, actually.
I can't remember the last time I've seen someone like even activate the burst fire on the FaMAS. Like, I don't even think it's like an option in players' minds. Molotov is put out, utility spent to close the gap, and there's Tabson with the opening kill. That's just a Mac 10 that's gone down anymore, just trying to create some space.
Okay, well, it's a bit of a start. A lot of control on this side. Nobody outside of the B-bomb side, though, either for the Eternal Fire side. That can backfire a little bit if the CTs decide to go aggressive, and we'll see how adventurous Big are going to want to be. But if they find out there's nobody on that side of the map right now, that could be Yeah, that's a lot of information. They can start to rotate people down. And I guess they have Crimbo kind of far up.
Yeah, he's at a little off angle towards the short sewers, so he's got a lot of information, a lot of intel. So, yeah, Big can start piecing this one together. Oh, it's all down to timing. Searson was dead like 3 times over, but nobody committed to it. There's Tapson, one more kill, tagged by the scout, and Searson gets a chance to pounce. 1 for 1 for him, and it's all down to Xantares. There's Crimbo's advanced aggressive positioning coming to pay off, and at least Xantares has the bomb in control.
Still got about 40 seconds right now, so yeah, and with the bomb, I mean, it's possible. Maybe get the kill plant on the bank side of the bomb side instead of the default side. Spending some of that time just angling for the shot, and he would have maybe found it there against Keto a little bit earlier, but that was 10 seconds ago. He's a little bit late once again. Going to try and go straight for the bomb plant. Big playing this as a retake. I mean, they could try and contest even the bomb plant if they wanted to, but I guess this is the more safe way to try and win a round like this instead of trying to go for it. So let's see. Xantares, he's just he's so sure that someone's going to stick their head out, but eventually he's going to be just completely boxed in here. About to be shot at the back too. It's Crimbo with the kill. And Big, they win that first rifle round. That's a pretty decent start.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. I mean, even as you mentioned, like kind of letting them have the bomb plant as well. They're playing not only for the round win, but playing to keep some economy in their hand, to keep some guns alive as well. So it doesn't backfire there. They keep all 3 weapons alive. And first round on the board.
Not bad.
Good round from Tapson.
Yeah, it's good to see. Always nice to get that early start. And from Eternal Fire, yeah, I mean, the fact that they had that forward position outside of B, which, I mean, that's something that Eternal Fire are gonna. I realized they lost a player early on in that round, but that's something they need to look at again going into some of these later rounds. That's so dangerous when the CTs know what are happening out there. Xantares off to a hot start. I mean, he's 7-2. I realize it's early days, but still, it's pretty good.
Yeah, that's not bad. Obviously, I think he got 4 kills in that second round as well. I think 1 or 2, 1 in the pistol or something like that. So yeah, it's he's got a few fluff kills there, but they all count. They all count on the scoreboard, and obviously a wealth of money also. So guns are gonna be picked up as we get shots of the Eternal Fire boys. Windows open. It's hot. There's a nice little heat wave going on.
Yeah, there is. It's not made for Nordic people like me, certainly. Like it's anything above like 20, and I'm starting to feel a bit rough. That's in reasonable units. Yeah, I'm sorry, Jason. Like I don't even know what the conversion is.
I was like, this is weird. That's freezing for me.
Yeah, well.
It's times 1.8 plus 32. In case you're ever curious.
Damn. Okay. That's advanced. And so is this boost that's happening outside of the B-bomb side. They're ready to set it up. Yeah, good camera work catching this, because this could be... Wait, they're doing it to throw a grenade. That's so exciting. Wait, another grenade.
And then he's getting the grenade, getting the grenade dropped up to him. That's a lot of resources to not have to worry about that one position. Dizzy and... Oh, that flashbang is so perfect. They're both blind. What a good transfer over. All 3 entry kills. I mean, fair play. I don't think that the nades actually did anything crazy there, but if someone was there, obviously the nades and the Molotov force them out of that position, make them susceptible to the flashbangs, and that is well executed from Eternal Fire.
Yeah, they stopped the game of Counter-Strike to play a little bit of Worms in the middle. So crazy.
Good reference.
Oh, man. But the flashbang coming through was amazing. Not bad at all. Going to be a very, very clean opening into the bomb site. Had a lot of people in there as well for Big. That's a trend I feel like we see more and more these days, that you start by having 3 people in B, and eventually you almost end up just having 4 people there because it's just so hard to defend. So you just keep throwing more and more players down there on the CT side, that is.
Yeah, but I mean, all that's the beauty of, I guess, of Counter-Strike and utility usage is obviously what Eternal Fire just did. They just negated all of the numbers, right? 3 players focused on Monster, and they all go down. 2 of them are blind. There's that opening provided, and then what's Searson's supposed to do when both of his teammates are dead? Even if he gets that kill there, it's certainly going to be traded. Even if he gets 2 there, the round is still far out of their control, so well done from Eternal Fire.
And it shows on the big side, obviously, with the economy in this particular round. Some pistols being upgraded. Got some deagles in play, and the 2 rifles saved from the previous round. But otherwise, they're not in the best position. They're back to the triple boost, though. You have to admire it. They didn't get spotted last time, so Why not? Oh, Tabson's going to start off here. There's a headshot through a smoke as well to take down Imor. So, yeah, this is a big chance right now for Eternal Fire to really get a huge lead. And if Big can steal it away with just a couple of pistols and some rifles here, that's a big swing in that direction.
Yeah, I mean, that's a nice kill from Tabson as well to force them over in this direction. Oh, anything else, he's going to add on top of it, not taking the follow-up fight. Now, the real danger is Santerre's already out, and they have no idea. This could catch Big off guard. The triple boost has spotted nothing, and just now they're going to break it up, and Crimbo's going to walk out, and... Ooh, Calyx gets an opening kill. Santerre's still alive, and the bomb site under attack.
At least a chance for a bomb plant. Maybe. I think he wanted to, but... Thought about it a second time. They're going to try and be a little bit aggressive, maybe behind it. Molotovs there. Are they going to boost up to try and take the fight up towards the sniper spot? That is a really, really cool idea. There are a couple of nades on the other side. Oh, but he's been found out. Keto. Good eyes on him to see that. Trying to get the wall bang shot. It's Tabson to come in. He's done so much work, and he almost had Woxic as well. And they should be able to get this round. 2 versus 1. They're going to double team him. Doing the best that he can, Woxic, but it is not enough. Crimbo will take him down instead. A really, really close round. Expensive at the end there. But Tabson doing magnificent work. Quad kill on him to win this round for Big.
Yeah, quad kill, and he had a chance for the ace. And remember, as his 2 kills out towards long, that actually funneled Eternal Fire towards that B play. Silent, so they negated the stack, but well done from Big. I would have liked to have seen Tabson get all 5 kills there. Even better, I think Eternal Fire, I mean, just that kind of creep out monster. And I mean, they've done it twice now where you've seen them kind of have some presence towards the other side of the map and just slowly walk through monster. The first time it was on the eco round that netted them a free round number 2. This time almost salvages a tough situation.
Well. Round number 6 is here, and at least they got the bomb plant down, Eternal Fire, so they're going to be able to put some pressure on in this upcoming round. AWP being picked up there on the T side, you could see. It's got the skins for it. Oh, someone's been beamed up. You got any Star Trek references you want to throw in there, Jason? I know you're secretly a geek, aren't you?
Yeah, but I was like a geek towards Star Wars. Star Trek was way, way, way too geeky and nerdy. And...
Yeah, that's true. That is the deep end. You're right. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, that's all in.
All right. Well, hopefully we can get them back right away. We do have some cool camera shots for you in the meantime. But yeah, this is a lot of the bank for Eternal Fire taking a little bit of a hit here. So they're right back in. Admin's doing all the work. It's good job. Yeah, I don't know. This is still, I think, supposed to be something of a CT-sided map. Maybe not that much, but a little bit. So I think for Big to win some of these early rounds, even if they're really, really close, that's got to be important for them right now. Maybe especially now that they can get that AWP on Sisson. That surely is one of the resources that Big can bring to this fight to try and take... I'd probably pick Sisson over Woxic at this point in time, wouldn't you? In terms of AWPing?
Sure.
No, you don't sound confident.
I haven't put either one of those guys in my tier list for AWPers to have like a great distinction between the two. I'm not going to lie to you, but certainly right. I think Searson has showed some really cool stuff in his time in Big, for sure. I think more than anything, I mean, it almost feels crazy to say, but like Woxic, we've just seen so much more of his career and so much more of the inconsistency that's always plagued him. So, I wouldn't argue against Searson over Woxic by any means.
All right. I feel like that's true, but maybe this game will be the test for it. We can know going forward. Citizen's ready in case they boost as well. Oh, a little bit of a jump there, and that Molotov is gonna... Ooh, he's going to actually try and use it as almost a little bit of a trick there. That is a cool idea, but Woxic's gonna win out in the first AWP fight of the game, so not bad.
It's a cool idea, but it's a very committed idea, isn't it? It's very aggressive idea. And you've seen we just get the result of the risk part of that equation, not the reward. Searson goes down early, but another little boost up from Tizian is going to net him a singular kill. Tabson has been doing God's work towards the A-bomb site as well. He's got another frag in that position, and all of a sudden, very quickly, it's a man advantage for Big.
Yeah, they like those boosts on either side. We're seeing a lot of them in the game right now. It's interesting to see. Maybe, I mean, Big is one of these really nerdy teams that will come up with a lot of interesting stuff. So I'm not surprised if we see it from them. But it seems like Eternal Fire are in on it as well. That earlier grenade stack that we saw was really interesting. And Crimbo, outside the bomb site. Hard position to check right there. You can tell they weren't quite ready for it, and he lands one more headshot. And that should be the round. Their real bet here was getting to the B bomb site almost unnoticed and just having them crack it open with a strong headshot. But it doesn't seem like that's going to happen now. The problem is the time as well. 10 seconds on the clock. So Centera's good fight to take down tabseN. It's not bad, but they're still going to lose the round. And that'll tie the game 3-3.
And that's a 5-on-4 that Eternal Fire let slip away. Remember, they got that opening kill on Searson with the AWP. The fact that they're not able to convert it is really, really rough. This is the opening pick. That little duel as Searson stepped in front of the Molotov, but tabseN with immediate responses. Tizian with the boost up as well. Brought them right back into contention, and then a good double kill from Crimbo.
Wow, yeah. Rough turn of events here for Eternal Fire. I like the fact that Crimbo was outside of the bomb site, though. Again, he's been doing that a couple of times now, and just... even if they were to trade Crimbo straight up, they would have, what, like 18 seconds to try and go in and win a 2 versus 2 at that point in time. It's really hard to do with the B bomb site. So either way, Crimbo's idea or the plan there was pretty good. Now they have Deagles and an AK-47 on Santaris to try and do a little bit of work with here. And Searson is back with the AWP. We haven't heard much from him either. And Keto obviously is in here as well. He's got 0 kills for the minute, but still early days, so he can play himself into it a little bit.
Yeah, Keto's gonna have plenty to do. Narrow miss from Searson, a little bit slow on the trigger. That backs away safely. Just the one AK-47 on Xantares for this attack. Other than that, it's Deagles and some Glocks.
Yeah, Keto doing a safe jump back here. Going to be real hard to catch without some kind of a scoped weapon. And a little bit aggressive. All right, he's got tabseN right next to him here, so Sear's not too afraid to miss the early shot. And if they try to swarm him, maybe he'd have that M4 behind him. Yeah, C's the second player, but this is definitely... it's a good enough kill to start with. Don't have to keep going. tabseN's going to help out, and they'll get Woxic on that second go-around. I think both those were wallbang shots to bring him down, so it's not bad. Pretty nice defense here set up from Big. Calyx is going to try and make it slightly more expensive, although they can pick up the AWP, but... yeah, this is a nice turnaround from Big pretty early on in the map. After losing the pistol, it's a nice little recovery here.
Yeah, really nice.
4-3. And no bomb plant, although they have some cash to be able to put together a buy right now. So, I don't know, they haven't even tried for any really crazy risk right now, Big. We're not seeing them go out and fight all the way towards the playground or anything, so... a little bit hard for Eternal Fire to find some huge weaknesses in the setup right now. If they feel like Crimbo is aggressive outside of B a lot, maybe they could try and you know, delay a take of that and just try and see if they can get a good flash kill on him outside the sewer there. But otherwise, oh, there we go. There's the risk we're talking about that they needed.
Yeah.
Keto flash forever. All right.
Yeah. Way to set that one up just perfectly. Hadn't seen it yet. Very, very aggressive from Keto. I think before that, the most aggressive thing we'd seen was Searson challenging with the AWP in the previous round. But again, another 5-on-4. Eternal Fire let this slip away just a few rounds back. This one they obviously would love to capitalize on, rotating back to the B bomb site because they know there's going to be information denial towards A. tabseN just now stepping up to kind of put things together. He'll have a fast rotation down the stairs as well, but the defense is going to hold strong at B.
Yeah, we'll see. Tizian, smoke up once, already been spotted, so they might as well go all in. Trying to create a little bit of a gap there. Molotov down, so they're buying a lot of time. And look who's looking right over Tizian. What a nice move. Probably should have been a double kill right there. Santaris, almost the right angle. He almost only fought one of them at a time, but instead, he's going to get traded. 2 versus 3 now. I like this defense from Big overall, so I'm shocked that it's down into a 2-on-2. tabseN getting the kill, but a swift return. And I don't think anyone knows where Searson is just yet. I don't know if they've heard him at the moment. Just still scoped up. He can't really unscope it now, or it's going to give away the game. 25 seconds. They are looking his way, so yeah, maybe they have found out.
He took a shot earlier through the short tunnel, so they know his position. They know he was going to be over towards sandbags. Problem is they don't really have any utility to really deal with him, so they're very, very nervous about when this next peek is going to come in. And for that exact reason, look at the clock. 8 seconds. Searson trying to bait out a little bit of a shot. Woxic's got to make a call. 3 seconds. There's the tag. Oh, no, and he never saw it. Woxic shifts to the other side, and Searson tries to make a run, and that is a very narrow victory.
He must have assumed that he had somehow backed off on the other side, that it was like a wallbang shot, and then he just... I don't know, that last part made no sense whatsoever, but it works out for Eternal Fire. What a weird and strange end to the round. Okay. We're going to give the T side a chance to get a little bit back into the game now. Yeah, he must have somehow thought that he was on the other side of that wall and not on the other side of the sandbags.
Yeah, I think he assumed maybe he was going to jump and go for the bomb or try and get it down as quick as possible, but boy, was he wrong. Oh, so wrong. Just pistols for big. So all that nice fight back that we've seen out of him these past 4 or 5 rounds, it goes to waste. One loss and they're out of money immediately.
Well, they're all stacked up at the B-bomb site. It's a classic. I'm not even sure it's going to help that much, because again, the problem is the grenades down here are just so effective on the T side, generally speaking, that... And Centauros is doing all the work. Grenades or not, he's finding... Well, it would have been a triple kill right then and there, tapping away. And it's just going to be Keto left with a USP. So, yeah, good work. Didn't even really need the grenades, all things considered. So, yeah, this is shaping up pretty good. Once again, swings right back. And even now, the money on Big is somewhat questionable.
Yeah, it's right on that line, isn't it? They're going to buy all the way down. So, I mean, just really backs against the wall immediately right out of the gate. So, I mean, really, what a nice T-side being put together from Eternal Fire so far. 5-4. They have an economic advantage as well. A little bit of control in that sense. So, things are looking good.
Yeah, you have to appreciate it, don't you? Do you think Big picked this map because it's all in German everywhere? Is that possible? That they're like, you know what, we love this. Let's go for it.
Yeah, they said no one else is gonna understand the road signs. They don't know what's going on.
We have a natural advantage. Yeah, that's true. Oh man.
Well, I mean, I think, not to just kind of destroy your theory right out of the gates, but I think that this was picked by Eternal Fire, was it not?
Yeah, I think it was. But
are you just messing with my brain? Okay.
No, doesn't quite make for the same story.
No, you really can't. You can't build the idea around it.
Just making stuff up, Jason.
Okay, perfect. Just as long as we're on the same page, it's all good.
Oh, seriously, with at least a look in. Not super aggressive, but in case someone was sidestepping it, nice flashbang to go outside of this B-bomb side. That's a nice move we've seen more and more. Sisson scoped up way too much, and Imor's going to take him down with a nice AK shot, and they see the opening. It's a long road to walk, or a lot of road to run, actually, to try and get to the bomb site, and Tabson's going to be here before they even get there, but I like the attempt. I like the idea of trying to take a lot of map control once you see that early fight.
Ooh, he's going to swing for it. He's a little bit blind, but he knows they would have to be tucked against the wall, and he actually almost connects with multiple blind kills. Calyx looking for a follow-up peek. Tizian with the flank might be the only thing to get Big back into this round. And Eternal Fire slows it down. Good angle around the smoke from Crimbo. There's Calyx on the flank. And Crimbo adds another into a 2-on-2. And Eternal Fire want to bail out of A. They want to head back down the stairs to the B bomb site. And it's a foot race. Crimbo's already here.
Yeah, let's see if it's going to make a difference or not. M4, lots of health. He's set up for it. Oh, but he walks just a little bit too far. I guess he wanted to get behind the pillar instead. And Calyx coming in with some lights-out headshots. Triple for him in the round. And Eternal Fire, 6-4 in their favor. And again, it crashes that Big economy. They're starting to be in a little bit of trouble here.
Oh yeah, that win right there from Eternal Fire is brutal to what Big was hoping to do. I mean, they even got like really aggressive right out of the gate again in that round. They flashed themselves through Monster for an opening kill. Man, and they're just dropping the ball. This kill actually prompts Eternal Fire to be this quick around the edge, which messes with Searson's timing, which is how he gets picked off. But boy, do they have such a huge advantage now, Eternal Fire. I have to imagine with the MAC-10, they might just disrespect that smoke, but they pause for a moment.
Yeah, it's almost like an ideal situation to try and do it in. But I guess they are worried about the stack. They've run into the B-bomb site a couple of times. This time, the stack is out long, though. So, no fear, they could go through. And I guess eventually they'll find out. Big are out running, hoping to catch someone. But it's just an empty playground. What do you use? Slides or swings, Jason? Which is the better playground?
Swings, dog. Slides are pointless.
All right. strong feelings about that. All right, I wasn't expecting it, but fair enough.
More of a monkey bars fan myself, Anders.
No, yeah, yeah, a lot of creativity to be done there. I appreciate that. I guess the problem with the slides is, you know, especially in a weather like this, you're just gonna get your legs burned on you. It's no fun at all. So I could appreciate that.
This is dangerous. There's a lot of time left in this bomb timer. This flank from xCloud is perfect. That might just negate the damage. And yeah, there's no kit, so that Molotov is definitely going to expire. You have to imagine there's a Molotov into the bomb site. Transfer over, nice and easy. Although very expensive, very costly, and a little bit dangerous at the end of the day.
Yeah, just a minute there where it got way too close. So Eternal Fire definitely need to keep their focus here. Losing a fair bit of money in that one. How does it even... I mean, just one kill there, and I guess a little bit of an improvised run boost on top. That actually, from Wox's point of view, I can even understand why he might get surprised by that. That's probably not a situation you've ever practiced, so fair enough. 7-4, though. Let's see. Searson, this time, a little bit more aggressive with the AWP. Flashing himself in for the jump to look over towards the playground. They are getting a little bit closer around him, but he's going to be able to take down xCloud. It's not a bad shot right there. Got to be careful, though. One missed shot, and he could be gone. There's no one behind him, though. He's got the right idea. And Emo, he's going to want that fight back.
What a crazy risk to take to wrap around in that fashion. Just fully exposed to anyone else who might have been there. Searson could add another one as well, yeah. Quick on the trigger. Woxa goes down. Single-handedly, this round is delivered by Searson's ulping. That's super impressive. So it's going to be 7-5 when all is said and done. Even some spam coming through onto Calyx, but he's in a 1v5 with 13 HP.
Yeah, it's not boding well, is it? There's a lot of things going against him at the moment. Almost getting wall-banged out of the round right then and there. He's been spotted, so just a question of time, surely. So for Big, this is important, right? Just not even just winning the round, but getting everyone alive here. Yeah,
it would be great. They've had a lot of money issues, haven't they? A lot of economic problems these last few rounds, so that would be nice for them. I will buy you every kebab you could desire at Cologne if he wins this.
Every kebab. That's
any day, any time you want.
I'll call you at 2 a.m. Be like, Jason,
call me
I woke
at 2 a.m.
I'll
get you a kebab.
You said Cologne, and I appreciate that, but for a minute I was like, you know what? If we're going to get that, we have to go to Turkey because that is a different experience. It just is. If you've never tried it, you're missing out in life. Turkish food is unreal.
Turkey did have some phenomenal food when we were there.
Yeah, it's good. It's real good.
Turkish coffee, man, is the shit.
I saw people. Why is that becoming? I saw a lot of people tweeting about that today. All right, maybe I should. I didn't try that when we were there last.
Turkish coffee. It's like super intense. Like they have like all the coffee grounds in the bottom of like little mini espresso. I think they do the crazy thing where like they heat it with sand as well. I don't know how it works, but
I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen the videos, but I didn't try it. All right, I'm missing out. Searson is added again. You feel like the element of surprise for this kind of a play is done with, but they are still respecting it, trying to get the boost on over to catch Searson, and they are absolutely on it. What a nice read from Eternal Fire. Yeah, that's the problem with doing that back-to-back rounds, especially with the smoke. You're kind of signaling, yeah, you know, I might be out here, and they were ready for it.
Yeah, but I mean, you can see other, I guess, maybe more experienced droppers like are usually on some level like prepared or cognizant of that boost being a possibility, especially after they've been aggressive towards you know, Fountain a number of times. So I think Searson just gets caught there with his pants down, unfortunately, not really even realizing that was a point of danger whatsoever. So 5-on-4 and Eternal Fire with all that space, they're just going to march right up towards long and have a set piece.
Not a bad idea. Got Emo on that MAC-10 as well, so they could throw him in first if they really wanted to, but being this close to the bomb site and executing straight into it, I think it's going to be a hard bomb site to hold, even if you have a lot of people here. All they need is one good flashbang or a running AK. Tizian, though, and Tabson combining for a nice defense, and Calyx really had that kill, and he needed it as well. Going to get the headshot finally, 30 seconds left. And it's a 2-on-2, but the bomb is committed to the bomb site, so Big don't have to do any guessing anymore. And Tizian at a bit of a weird angle, pushed up front. Might be very hard to check, although not for Woxy. If he keeps taking another couple of steps, he's going to get it almost. Must have seen the gun barrel, surely. No, maybe he didn't. Crimbo gets one of them, and now he's up on the truck, ready and waiting. And he's always good for a couple of kills. Nice double for him to end the round with. keeping Big competitive in this first half. Man, I thought that more of that gun barrel was going to be showing there at the right when Woxic went for the swing, but still, close round.
Yeah, quick shot. Again, unfortunate, another 5-on-4 just dropped. What a good crossfire. Tizian delivers with that transfer. tabseN as well from Highway. Eternal Fire had, what, like 4 players executing from long. They didn't actually have anyone coming up bathrooms. They didn't have anyone pushing up, so tabseN's position was extra strong. 14 kills on Calyx, 14 on Xantares for the Eternal Fire team. They lead by 1, but down to just pistols for the moment.
Yeah, now would be another good round to pull out. If they could shock them in this round somehow, they probably get the last one for free. Oh, door is going to be blown up, and on the other side, Crimbo is ready. Doesn't have the same effect if you have like a fire axe and you're Jack Nicholson, but you know, and I guess an HE and an M4 is like the modern version of it.
Yeah, yeah, Shining references there.
Yeah, why not? Calyx and Sand. Do people still watch that movie? I feel like I'm afraid.
No, dude, the Zoomers don't touch that movie.
Really?
Sure. I doubt it.
Classic, surely. All right. Well.
Yeah. Oh my lord, that is fast. I feel bad for Searson. That just makes it so dangerous as well. Xantares just he spotted the head. Does Tizian know? Tizian, yeah, he jumped up and he spotted it. Good find for Tizian.
For a minute there, it didn't look like he did, but I guess he was just quick.
Yeah, I'm assuming like he was jumping up, got the information. The second jump up was to actually commit to the fight. So that's a cool kill. Yeah, I don't think the next generation watches that. Although oddly enough, we did call that ancient at the top of the stairs. We did call it Red Room, which was a shout out as well.
Okay, yeah. So we can start to build it in. We're turning people on to Turkish food and good movies. Nice find from tabseN.
Bro, probably the best experience I had in Istanbul was the Turkish bath. That was amazing.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah, I even had some Turkish coffee at the Turkish bath, and it was phenomenal.
All right, next time I'll join that. That sounds like an experience worth having. You know, one of the things that I enjoy, but this is always a dangerous topic to bring up. I feel like is the not just the Turkish food, but the desserts as well. The baklava. Now the problem is there's like 10 different countries in the region that claim that as like their thing. So I always feel like it's just inviting basically a war in the Twitch chat if you bring that up. But it is good. I can't lie. Tizian goes down.
The great baklava war.
Yeah, exactly. You got to be real careful here. It's a huge political topic, isn't it? I don't know how he won that fight. He walked through the smoke. It was no real surprise. Yeah, there was a flashbang, but it was a little bit late. Tizian probably should have won that one. It turns it into a 4-on-5 in the final round of the half, and I don't think Big can afford to lose this round. I think they need more than they have right now. tabseN's trying to give it to them as well. Nice headshot, almost showing nothing at all. tabseN and Crimbo are really some of the main engines so far this game for Big.
Well, tabseN's done such a great job in these positions in bathrooms, advance, and being able to just find a kill here or there. He's been phenomenal throughout this half, so just continuing it here in this final round of the opening half. That's going to slow down Eternal Fire entirely. All 4 players towards the A bomb site. Once again, Searson with that deep angle towards the short sewers. He knows there's no presence over at the B bomb site. Crimbo still just sticking around just in case, but he'll rotate off now. And Keto turns at the wrong moment and cannot recover in time.
Yeah, timing not with them at all. That hurts. 30 seconds, though. And they're kind of boxed in. They can't really go to the B bomb site because I think Searson is hanging around outside, so they almost have to commit to this one, and they have to do it really soon, and the patience, though, pays off. tabseN walks right into the shot, and now there's 18 seconds here. They're waiting for one more chance. Oh, no, they're going back to Searson. He's got the AWP, though. That's a big problem. Lining it up. There's one. Are they going to spin in time? They're not quick enough. xCloud goes down, and some crazy no-scopes coming up. They're jumping in. Oh, no. And now the knife is out, but it's not enough. They'll run out of time. I guess Searson did his job, but what a weird way to end the half. 8-7 in favor of Big. I don't know what to say.
What a cool way for Searson to play that, though. He's like, man, I could just stand here and take the shot as soon as the door opens, but you know, there's a percentage chance that just misses, so tucks himself into the corner. That's good stuff. Nice try from Eternal Fire. Better hold from Searson.
Absolutely wild. The fact that they just ran out of time. Searson at the end is like, you know what, screw this pistol. I'm not even going to try.
Yeah, I'm going down, but I've done my job. It's all good. One round lead for Big into the second half. They're going to be switching over to the offensive side. Emor with the dualies. See what he can do with them.
Yeah, he was inspired in that first pistol. Wanted to see some of that. Okay. He's in the right spot. Ooh. That was crisp from Santaris. You like to see that. He's trying to do a little bit more. He's buying a lot of attention for himself, and now he's flashed into the fight, and the dualies, they're ready to take it over. This is a great defense right now.
Yeah, and Calyx is even backed away. He didn't want to keep holding that angle in case he got picked off. Now, the problem is there's no defense here. Keto is going to slow things down for good reason. His teammates are very, very far behind him, but he had a lot of space he could have picked up. Eternal Fire in like a really, really tough spot, though. 3v5, they haven't done a whole lot of damage. They have no utility. Keto's already used it all. Let's see what they've got.
Ooh. Well, Tizian, a bit of an opening. They might need more. Still 4-on-3. Close range, though, and Tizian is out for the hunt. Calyx is going to come up with a bit of a flank, but at least they know it's coming, and it's Tizian again. He's relentless right now. Bomb has already been planted, but somehow they turned it into a 2-on-2. I could hardly believe it. Season's on the other side, close range with the Glock, and see how much Tizian could do. Throwing a couple of bullets their way. Smoke is up, but there's no one defusing on the other side, and they don't have a kit currently picked up either. Season helping out, and this is huge. Tizian, quad kill in the pistol round. Absolutely amazing work out of him.
I can't even believe that's happened. I can't even believe that Eternal Fire just had a 5-on-3 that they dropped. They had 2 5-on-4s in the first half at least that they let slip away. This should have never been a round that Big had a chance of winning. A huge over-rotation towards the B bomb site. When Tizian gets here, everyone's out of position. Look how far back these fights are. Not coordinated. There's a lot of space for him to work with. And, I mean, obviously, you got to give him credit. Some immediate headshots as well. So just good shooting from Tizian.
Yeah, that's a bit rough. Big are not in a position where they can really afford to give away any rounds, so winning that one is going to be a nice boost to set off themselves with here. Warxic out with a scout. They're getting a bit close, and I don't know, closer than he thought at the very least. Going to be sniping away with that Mac 10, but doesn't really have to press the issue right now. This is a great platform right now. I think this has turned it into a much more even game. I feel like this is their chance right now, Big, to get back into the swing of things.
Yeah, I'm just super curious what kind of a T side once the guns are all out, but let's see them close the gap, at least here in the early going. This second round bye not panning out for Eternal Fire whatsoever. Deagle and 5-7 remain towards the B bomb site. Big just being patient with it. You know what's funny, because now you have me thinking about baklava. First of all, one of my favorite desserts, but I always grew up thinking to your credit, I grew up thinking it was Greek. We had Greek neighbors growing up, and they always made baklava around the holidays.
I'm telling you, it's a dangerous thing, right? It's like if you bring up is it rakia as well? That's
rakia
claimed by at least 10 different countries. I'm not.
In my heart, it's always Serbian.
You're gonna get a lot of.
My boy Yeko. It's fine.
Got a lot of points for that, and probably some mortal enemies on the other side, somewhere else in the world. I'm just saying, you know.
Did you come with us in Istanbul to the Salt Bay restaurant?
I did, yeah. Wild,
dude.
Good times.
I have those videos of the ice cream and baklava dessert.
Yeah,
that is wild.
I remember that fondly. Yeah, so I want to go back. It's a good time. Yeah, it's not. It's high on my list too. But I'm just pointing out that, you know, we can all love baklava no one has to claim it. We can all just enjoy it. It doesn't have to be a political thing. It's just dessert, guys. Just calm down in the chat. It's all right. Wow, Big. They're taking the cake right now, 10-7.
Yeah, this is looking good, and I mean they get the economic advantage in the early going as well, so that's quite nice.
No chance yet for Eternal Fire to really make any kind of a comeback. You know, we saw a lot of boosts going on the big side. I'm just saying that I've made like several videos, Jason, on this map of crazy 5-man boosts that no one's ever tried. One of them is in the B bomb side even. Yeah,
weird how that's worked.
I know. I'm shocked myself.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy.
It would even work for exactly this round. So. Well,
maybe you should go back and find those boosts and like tweet them back out again.
I probably should, yeah, but I'm also too lazy to do that. So.
Okay, well, I think we found a couple issues right out of the gate.
Yeah. And Big found an empty bomb site, so they're happy about that. They're not going to be sad. Nice Molotov in case there was some kind of a weird triple going on over there. Keto, there's a lot of Mach 10 damage. He wants more. Who can blame him? Go for the ace. You know you want to. It's one of these rounds. Ooh, he might be able to find it. Calyx, the only one can stop him. And no, it's a Mach 10 ace coming up from Keto. That puts him at 8 kills, by the way. I don't know. That's a little bit upsetting, but still, good job.
The Mach 10.
Yeah, hell yes.
That's a lot of money built up. Keto's gonna be living the dream after this. I mean, and that just adds on to the economic issues, right? Not only is Echo Fire, or I don't know what. How the hell did my brain just go to Echo Fire from Echo Fox and Eternal Fire?
I don't know, Jason.
Yeah, that's perfect. Not only are they like just bought all the way down and struggling to get all the utility, but now there's just so much money built up on Keto. He's got $8,400. Good spam damage from Emor. Eternal Fire, and definitely need this.
Yeah, they do. 4 rounds down and finally able to buy a little bit here. It's so painful if you're on the CT side and you lose a round like this one. It just sets you so far back. Double Mach 10 play as well. Santeros flashed for a long time. If Tizian would have kept going right away, I think that would have been almost a free kill. Now, they're going to get it anyway, which is still probably worth it. Boost to look over here. See if they could find anything. Oh, it's a nice timing for it. Makes a deep jump to try and look down and see if anyone's right on the other side. But Keto must have heard that and tries to go for it, nearly catching the timing. Emo left on 19 health. It's a good attempt there, but now it's a 4-on-3. And Big, can they find a way to get out of this round with an actual win? Smoke up already. Trying to put a little bit of pressure on the bomb being picked up really far back. I didn't even notice that, but it was basically back at the T stairs. And Woxic already seeing one of them out long, so they could probably guess here. They could almost cheat it out. Nice shot from Woxic. A little bit of too much of a shoulder showing there for Sisson out on long. Tabson goes down, and nice defense from Eternal Fire. Even if Big tried to slow it down, I actually tried to give them some space to make a couple of mistakes in this one, but just they didn't do it.
Yeah, and obviously just some good shooting across the board from the Eternal Fire guys. So this is nice for them to get started. But as we mentioned, I mean, the issue isn't necessarily winning this one. It's winning the follow-up when you look at how much money is built up. Good shot from Crimbo in a dying effort. Calyx up at 20 kills now with that frag. I believe that leads the server. Indeed it does.
Yeah, it's impressive. Santeros right behind. That's a good duo right there.
The 2 top fraggers in the server are actually on the losing team at the moment. That's pretty funny to think about.
Yeah, it could be a sign that things are about to change a little bit now that they got at least the 1 round here on the CT side. If they could build an economy behind it, it's possible that a lot of stuff can happen. You know, Jason, I have the misfortune of reading some of the Twitch chat while we're doing the casting. That's one of the great things about doing stuff online that I appreciate.
Okay.
You know, I'm a little bit of a masochist like that.
How'd they take the baklava conversation?
Yeah, exactly. Someone said baklava is American, so just, you know,
well,
trying to really start a war there.
As an American, he's just wrong.
All right, shutting it down. I appreciate it. All right, that's good. That's probably good. Nice headshot, taking down Santeros, sneaking down through the connector, but Woxic is back and he wants more. I believe he could have had that shot. He's actually started to get warmed up pretty well. A lot of those nice flick shots, but just as I say that, bucket of cold water and the bullet right to take him down. So a little bit of a shocking moment there. Calyx will drop Crimbo, who's trying to sneak away. They've kind of lost track of. I think no one was even looking out long there. So Calyx almost getting that one for free. Smoke is fading down to the monster tunnel. Is there going to be a flashbang here to set up the kill against xCloud? Oh, he's flashed himself, and the timing, it could not have been better.
Ooh, another good follow-up kill. Tizian trying to come through the flames. Defense looking strong again. 3-on-1. And that money is going to start disappearing for this big side. Oh, this is a great streak for Eternal Fire to catch. All right, as the guns come out. Searson, any damage he does can be valuable. Might even choose to save with just 20 seconds on the clock, even though he's in control of the bomb. Yeah, he's going to tuck himself into a corner. Just clearing out, finding his safe space.
For at least 10 seconds, he just has to keep this going. All right, they're giving him more. Go for the wallbang. Yeah, you know you want to. It's too tempting. It's just too tempting, although it does nearly cost him his life. I would have kept shooting. I can't help myself in these moments. Like, you just have to.
11-9, 2-round lead.
Well, let's see. Starting to catch up a little bit more. What an odd round. Just so much of the fight. Basically, the round being settled way outside of any bomb site. It's just all the way on the T side of the map is where the majority of the fight was happening. Well, 11-9 is the scoreline. And Big, they're not running away with the game the way that they probably might have hoped for. Once they started to pick it up here in the second half, it looked like they could have had a sizable lead, but it got capped pretty early on. And now they have the AWP and some pistols to play around with. That's it.
Ooh, Oxic caught snoozing, but not punished.
Yeah, they don't have to do anything here, Eternal Fire. I mean, they're not under any pressure to do much. This is a simple test for a team, but you want to see them play like they're doing right now. Just stay really far back, don't get picked off, don't walk in any deagle shots. And that's it.
I mean, they were feeling some pressure at the B bomb site. I mean, 3 players dedicated to it, and even Xantares was just kind of up in heaven with his M4 as well. So they had a lot of attention. They had 4 players of attention at the B bomb site early, not wanting to fall prey to any kind of like a fast B rush with Tech 9s. But Big is going to spread out across the map towards the other side. Deagles to keep space. Searson with the AWP and only 24 HP.
Yeah, they're basically bodyguarding him. He's got like his own little personal squad around him. Sneaking out. Yeah, Xantares is not worth it. It's just not worth it. Only 30 seconds left. Just keep your cool a little while longer. And they're not going to be able to even get the bomb plant down here. So just take it easy. Flash to try and set something up. Secondary flashbang as well, but not really catching much of anything yet. Good headshot from Keto. And there's going to be the follow-up, even low on health. That AWP out long. Still trying to, about the bathroom, still trying to do a little bit of work. Tabson. One more shot, 10 seconds, and they're going to fake the bomb plant out. Emo comes charging through. He takes the bait a little bit, almost has the kill, but not quite, and this time the bomb plant's for real. X-Floud on his own, 1 versus 3, and this is such a ridiculous steal out of Big. He's in a lot of trouble trying to get through, but instantly caught by Keto, and Big take the round with absolutely nothing. They had no business winning that round.
Yeah, that can't happen. That's the heartbreaker. That is so painful for Eternal Fire to take that loss, because look at their money now. Like, what a silly way to lose a round, and this is the one. That's a beautiful shot from Keto, fair play. But this is the one they'll look back on and just be like, man, if we hadn't lost this round, we were sitting in prime position to just take over this game.
Yeah, you don't, there's no need at all to put yourself in that position. They were acting in that moment like they were really stressed even before any real pressure was put onto them. So that's something that they're going to want to go back and look at and try and see if they can have that moment back. Nice gloves on some of these players. Where are you on gloves these days in the game, Jason?
Yeah. I don't actually think I'm all about Gabi shorts. That's all I'm going to tell you from that look.
Right,
I don't think I've ever owned a pair of gloves. I don't know anything about the glove game in Counter-Strike. I'm not going to lie to you.
All right. Not on that boat yet. Maybe
skins in general in Counter-Strike. I don't get involved in that side of the world. I'm here for the gameplay. That's it.
All right. You're a purist.
I'm a purist, yeah.
Okay. We'll see. Maybe you're just waiting for the right glove skin. Maybe it can happen one day.
That could be it. I'm waiting for them to make like the standard medical gloves, like the cavity search gloves. Would be that's what I would want to use.
Perfect. I like that.
And every time you pull out a new weapon, like you see the character model like grab at the edge and really snap the glove, the latex glove.
Yeah, perfect. I think that's actually it's a good idea. Pitch it to Valve. Send an email right now. Well, they got 1 kill on Searson so far on that Eternal Fire side, so that's pretty good. But they could use a little bit more here. The round not going to be one. Calyx obviously out here with the Deagle. It's a Big looking to take that 13th round. But anything they could do in terms of damage. Ooh, is he going to throw away the AWP? Not trusting they could save it into the next round.
That's smart. Fair play. And he's probably right, all things considered. 13-9. Big just 3 rounds away from taking map 1 of the quarterfinal series. This is Eternal Fire's map pick as well. Remember that. This is the exact map they wanted to play it on, and things were looking good for a decent stretch, and just that loss 2 rounds ago against just Deagles is going to be so painful.
How does the taser not hit him down there? Like, that seems like it should be an instant kill. That was close enough, surely. But I guess not. Yeah, 13-9, and their map pick. Ooh, here we go. Quad boost being set up. They're really quick with it. Great acrobatics. There's a 10 out of 10 for Big. No target. It's not really their fault, but they assembled that totem pole right quick.
But it did look great.
Yeah.
It did look great. Oh, we're going to get a follow-up boost here on the sandbags as well. Oh, baby. It's been a minute since I've seen this boost brought out. I love this boost.
Yeah, it's so cool when it works, isn't it? Very easy on the T side to completely forget about. You can't really keep it up forever because, as you can tell, he's got to worry about what's happening over by the connector as well. So eventually they're gonna have to back on out. But pretty aggressive defense from Eternal Fire. I like this pushed outside of B bomb side. Okay, well, they are kind of starting to go back down that way. So there is going to be some kind of a fight out here. Kind of setting up for
stuck. Emor's in some trouble. Oh, getting spammed as well. Oh, that's just the worst feeling in the world.
Yeah, I don't even think he realized what was happening. He was trying to sort of move around as they were just jumping at him with Khalil. Keto, lot of damage taken, but he won the fight, and that's really the only thing that counts, trying to get that bomb site. So what a clean round from Big. It wasn't even that special. They just kind of walked onto the bomb site once they got the first kill outside.
I mean, what a crazy protocol to just spam through for that position outside the short water. I don't think they ever spotted that. I don't think there's anyone who could have even spotted it whatsoever. I think that's just like a, hey, as we open the door, as we try and exit, let's just spam this position. That's so unfortunate.
Hell yes. And it worked, so why wouldn't you? Why not?
How mad of your Emor at that position? You just take a gush through the wall for no good reason.
Yeah, I'd be upset. I'd be like, you know what? This isn't even fair. I think you can even tell he probably could have had a chance to fight back against that first Galil player, but he was just so confused by the wallbang. He was like, you know what? I'm out. Tizian pushing his luck into the extreme, trying to get the jumping AK shot off, and he's still going to get the headshot, taking down Centaurus, who's surely going to be upset about that one. He must have felt like, yeah, that fight. But it's 14-9. Big Ass, they're starting to pull away right now. They're doing a great job.
Yeah, but you got to give a shout out to Tizian in the second half has been awesome. Like, I mean, remember the pistol round as well, a 3-on-5 for Big, or in the favor of Eternal Fire, and Tizian brings it all the way back single-handedly. So he's done great work for Big so far since they've switched onto this T side. And 21 kills on him now, second only to Calyx for Eternal Fire.
They don't need that many more people joining them up top there. If Calyx and Centaurus can keep up the level, if either Woxic or Emor, it looks like right now, if either one of those two players could start to have more of an output, I mean, it's possible. I think Eternal Fire could do a little bit more, but they don't have the money to put up a really good fight right now. And expecting some shenanigans is Keto out there. He's ready in case anyone's going to be pushing outside of the B-bomb site. Again, all the power in this round is with Big at the moment, so we'll see.
All the power in the round, all the power in the half. Like, this entire map is controlled by Big at the moment. 5-round lead. They've got the money. They've got the weapons. And they've got a nice win streak building up as well.
It's all playing out for them right now. Warwick6 out hunting with the AWP. I think it's a nice idea. It's a good attempt to find something before the battle really begins, but he's not on the right side of the map right now. Now, maybe he could be there quickly to rotate through the connect drop to the A-bomb side, but that requires a lot of kills happening on the side of Eternal Fire, and Tabson is making damn sure that's not going to happen. Looked like he just strolled into the restrooms there and picked up a couple of easy kills. Yeah, they're gonna wipe out this Ape defense so quick that no flank could really be had here.
Woxic already starting to think about saving that AWP, and if you're Big, you've got money, send some people on the hunt. Start spreading some people across the map. Go see if you can find this weapon. Emor just maintaining presence in bank with a 5-7. Not anymore.
Well, for a minute.
Yeah, he was there.
And now just Woxic. Expensive rifle, the whole team hunting for him. They're getting pretty close. The bomb is going to go off soon, but once he fires the gun, they're all going to be close enough that they can probably try to hunt him down. Ooh, here's the first real challenge, and I don't think he realized Oh, Tizian will find him. Good kill right there. And it's going to be 15-9. It is map point in favor of Big. They're off to a really fine start right here. It was looking close, and we saw I think you saw some rounds throughout this on both sides that were super questionable, but in the end, Big are starting to get powered up right now.
Yeah, they're looking great. I mean, Eternal Fire really gave him some issues early on in this game, but I mean, just the second half has just been all Big. Again, Tizian with that. I mean, that's the thing. Like, there's so many missed opportunities now just in the second half alone. The 5-on-3 and the pistol round that Eternal Fire had the advantage. They lose. They had the round against Big, who had 1 AWP and like 4 pistols. And they lose that round as well. So, I mean, these are just like those are just crazy mistakes that you're not going to win a whole lot of games if you're losing 2 rounds like that in a half.
Yeah, something to think about for maybe the second map. Not going to have too many chances right now, obviously. Keto thinking about sneaking through that tunnel. He did it once. Wasn't even really, I think, assisted with a flashbang. He just walked straight in last time to try and take the fight. And the timing, it looked like it was good, but somehow the defense on the other side standing tall. Tabson's going to be found. X-Floud with a couple of good kills. And this is what they needed. Actually, he's going to get one more headshot. What a round. Nice triple out of him.
Yeah, they absolutely needed this win. Keeps him, well, I mean, obviously, Big's on 15, keeps him alive in the game, but just a nice, confident win where I think only 1 player goes down, so you get to build up some money. If you're going to make this comeback happen, that's a good round to get it started. All back in the hands of Searson. Plenty of money for the AK-47 to come out for Big. And just well done from these 2 guys holding on to Monster. Searson finds that pick on Woxic, but that matters pretty much nothing at all. Triple kill for X-Floud on defense.
Step in the right direction. Still a lot of money even after the buy here on the side of Big. Imor trying to be aggressive, and it works pretty well. Woxic also getting a kill. Centaurus getting hunted down, though. They had the early opening here, but now it's back, and even going to be favoring slightly Big here in the 2-on-2. Woxic's getting a couple of nice kills, but he's not really ready. Tizian, that is a great read. He hears it all along, and Calyx going to be caught. Wow, that's a quick round game. I hope that it will be. That first one had the potential, the first map on Overpass, had the potential to be way closer. Eternal Fire could have probably made that almost into overtime. Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been great.
We'll see. Now is a good chance for it. It's going to be Big starting on the T side, Eternal Fire on the CT side. And Santara is already off with a headshot to take down Keto. They're going to try and see if they can rush that B bomb side. But Imor is here, and they're getting locked down. Grenades thrown on top. And Crimbo, I don't know how he got that kill, but he did.
Well, they needed it. They need to find Calyx as well. Oh my lord, that's fast. Also, and Tizian adds in another. This is going very poorly for Eternal Fire all of a sudden, but Santer's there to shut them down if he can catch him. Crimbo has to chuck the bomb up. He's got no HP for this run, so he's just gonna hold the line, sending his teammate forward and saying he'll do his best to keep them occupied, and he's certainly gonna go down. It's just a matter of time. Oh, okay. Okay.
Well, fair enough then. Crimbo coming up with a triple, and Big somehow able to win the round despite of a dreadful start, no doubt about it. They got stopped cold in that B bomb site, and they still managed to find a way out.
Oh, I cannot believe he gets both those kills at the end. You know, I opened up Twitch chat to start this map, which I normally don't do, and the first thing I read is that someone said hamburgers are Turkish. And
okay. All right.
And then I closed the chat.
All right, you weren't even ready to fight it. You was like, all right.
No, it's like I'm out.
A lot of reasons I could think of why maybe hamburgers wouldn't be Turkish. I'm not gonna lie, but fair. But you know, but otherwise it's a good troll. I appreciate it. Good effort put in there. You got, at the very least, you won against Jason. So.
Yeah, you got me for sure. I don't even want anything to do with that. This is why I just can't drop down into the mob mentality. It's too much.
A little bit. Well,
2-0.
It's an acquired taste, Twitch chat. You learn to love it eventually. That's all I'm saying.
Sure. We'll go with that.
Takes a couple of years.
And a little bit of insanity. A little bit of just broken brain cells.
Exactly.
So upgraded pistols, no crazy real investment. Under the cover of HE grenades, it's going to be a B rush. Keto's got that with a nice flashbang as well. So into the bomb site we go. Man advantage and low HP on Emor as well. And Searson's in middle with the scout, just gathering information and holding off anyone who's pushing towards his position.
Searson would be the kind of player to basically hang around in T-spawn the entire game no matter what, right? That does make a lot of sense to me. Scout being ditched in favor of the Glock, and it's not exactly an excellent fight that's going on here. No one's really hitting a shot, and Calic's going to come out on top. All right, fair enough. He did
just the scout that's gone down, and maybe some of Searson's pride along with it. 3-0 big on this T side. Rifle's going to come out, and same for Eternal Fire's defense. There's the op on Woxic that we want to see. Plenty of utility as well for Eternal Fire's defense.
Not bad. Not bad at all. And Woxic on that AWP. Yeah, that'll be hopefully one of the tools they can bring to bear on this match. Third round already done. Searson's running down the middle, just ignoring everything, not even thinking about it, just runs straight in to get the scope. That seems like it's bold at the very least. They could go for a really quick out mid here. I'm not even sure they're going to be ready for it, even though they have a couple of people already in position, but are they going to get the kills? Yeah, Emor is there, and that's a nice opening. That is very, very fast for Big to try and do this kind of thing with. They're eventually going to get shut down, and now the bomb is dropped in the middle. xCloud able to pick it up, but Searson is still here, and with the smoke behind him, he can take the fight, and he's going to win it. Keto, execution kill there to take down Calyx, and somehow this is working out for Big. What an incredibly bold round.
Somehow Searson ran all the way to the B bomb site, running past the bomb without picking it up, and he had to go back and get it. Woxic left alone, 1v3, and he's going to come through the smoke around the edge. He's got one. Is he really going to go for this? He knows one's on catwalk. He's got no kit at the moment.
Why not? He's just probably so confused about where to even go. There's no place to hide. Where do you even go to hide at this point in time? Keto's going to find him. And that's a very aggressive and probably a very hard round for Eternal Fire to lose. That's not something you probably practice too much for.
Well, yeah, and you also don't expect a round like this probably to come out in the first gun round, right in the 4th round. But I mean, if you look at what Big has done, remember they tried like that B rush in the pistol. There was another B rush in the 2nd round. This time they're fast out mid. So Big's coming in with a very aggressive, very fast-paced game plan to start Dust 2. We'll see if Eternal Fire can put a stop to it. Smoke down in the B tunnels. Double nade as well for the CT side, but not coordinated. Just one here at the B bomb site. The other one is over towards A, and an easy pick underneath the gap of the smoke.
Yeah, nice job. Able to pick it up. And again, this is just against pistols, but you want to see Big win rounds like these without too much trouble. That one through the smoke. Searson will take down Emor, and they've already won this round. Like, they've got Tizian out hunting, so maybe a chance for Eternal Fire to find an AK if they're getting really lucky here, but a lot of control on the side of Big early on in this game.
Looking good. Looking real good.
Chance for a headshot. Oh, he's going to pick it up. Yeah, not bad.
That's an AK-47 he could recover. That's actually pretty huge, although looks like someone's going to come try and put a stop to it. That's Tabson. Yeah, and prevents that AK from being salvaged. Good play from Tabson. Might just seem like a small detail, but anything you can deny over is fantastic. Xantares with that deagle goes down next. Good shooting from Keto. It's 5-0 real quick.
Yeah, you'd like to see it. Second chance right now for Eternal Fire. Let's see. I don't know if they want to upgrade into the double AWP, but it seems to be a common thing these days. Whether you actually have two sort of AWPers or not. A lot of teams are just doing it right now anyway. Yeah, not bad for Calyx, but that's about all we could really say from that round. Big catching fire right off the bat, winning 5 in a row. And yeah, there's that double AWP setup.
Ooh, early switch into the double AWP. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Yeah, at least you get to flex that you have a little bit of cash behind you, even if it is because of the round loss bonus. You know, you can show off a little bit of their money. Why not? All right. Spawn, not really. I don't know if they want to run long on this one. 10 seconds on the countdown here, but we need Eternal Fire to step up and pretty quickly here. I mean, look at the cash that's on the side of Big. They're actually filthy rich.
Yeah, that's quite nice. I mean, this was one of the big things they had on Overpass as well, just economic control in the second half also. So last thing you want if you're Eternal Fire, you start feeling so confident with money constantly swelling their coffers. Is he challenging? Okay, he's behind the double doors. I thought he might be walking through that mid-smoke.
I mean, they almost did it in one of these rounds where it was Searson with the AWP, so they do seem like they want to play pretty aggressive on the side of big, although this is way more of a standard type setup for the round. So just controlling upper, dark, long, and middle all at the same time, waiting for Eternal Fire to maybe hold the trigger on something. This is a good setup, though. I think maybe they can't stay here forever, but it's really annoying if you peek on the T side, you walk into the AWP, and if there's a secondary swing, you got that M4 up close. So yeah, it's a nice little idea.
Yeah, but there's no reason for Crimbo to be peeking into it. That's the only problem. You're never going to activate that setup. Ooh, timing is everything. There's the flashbang out. Oh, and yep, there's a pre-fire shot from xCloud, and he backs away.
Good defense for Crimbo up there. Ooh, dangerous jump, but no one was really looking. I don't know. Yeah, they seem scared on that A long corner right now. I don't think they're quite sure what's happening. This could be set up for just another B split, the way that it's working. And if that's what's happening for big, it's a really good read on their side for what the defense is looking like.
Yeah, they're doing everything. They're going to attack Catwalk with some presence there, and then they're going to go out mid, and Emor can't hit the shot. And now what do you do if you're xCloud? All you can do is push up into upper dark, but you didn't make that decision quick enough. Round's over. Tapson's in CT spawn to cut off rotations, and no access to the other side of the map, so a 6th round for big.
Yeah, it's so well done. That is actually a textbook round coming out from big. They manipulated the defense just fine, and they had a perfect read of what was going on. Woxic able to get the flick on Crimbo, but it's too late to actually win the round, even if it's a 3-on-3 right here. So, yeah, you have to love it.
I think you identified it as well. I mean, it's some good shooting from Xantares that are just low impact kills right at the end, but I think you could see the panic. So much utility is spent by Eternal Fire before that execute really is actually committed. Some of those like counter Molotovs and counter nades and counter flashbangs had no effect whatsoever to what Big was trying to do. Just very, very nervous and uncomfortable.
A tough break to start the whole thing with. 6 rounds in a row for the side of big. Once you get that player away from CT spawn on top of everything else, because they were worried about the catwalk, it's just, yeah, it's down to that B defense to hit, you know, amazing headshots. And if they don't do that, like you see right here, Tizzy, and that opening in itself is probably enough to win the round right there. xCloud, you're right. He wanted to exit, but he just couldn't.
It's filthy too. Like you could even imagine, like all the comms are that it's going to be an A hit, that it's a catwalk hit, and Emor is just kind of, you know, not like caught snoozing, but like he's not expecting that play out mid whatsoever. So good shooting, good tactics from Big. Into the pit, we get Tizzy in, but Xantares shuts that down. Calyx was having some trouble with it, but again towards middle, the opening kill.
Oh, nice find here for Emor. They need that right now more than anything. Giving up the up. Oh, wait. They don't need that, though. That's crazy.
That's
Tabs
a second.
Waiting on the...
That's the second time Calyx has tried to make that push, and the second time he's gotten caught.
Yeah. But this time was even more crazy. He was right through the smoke, just running through, even making a lot of noise doing it. Searson's going to be catching Xantares, and if they had a chance to get back in this round, Eternal Fire, it's slipping away very quickly.
This is where some of those mid-round decisions seem like really uncomfortable, like a crazy push through a long smoke. Xantares dropping down off elevator. I don't know. He might have thought they were committing to a mid to B split, but I feel like he should have known one was in CT spawn at least. Gives away the sound cue, and no real coordination after the initial plays from the Eternal Fire defense, and they just get picked apart. Big looking good.
They are looking good. And some of those mistakes, I mean, this is one of your reasons why earlier you said maybe this could be a 2-0. These are some of the mistakes that we can't really afford on the side of Eternal Fire. It's just a little bit too much. Exactly. It's going to be 7-0 in favor of the big side. So they're loving their life right now. This is impressive. Just not being challenged that much. Keto off to a pretty decent start. Searson's up there as well, but on the whole, they're all playing well. Well, yeah, I don't really know what you do now if you're Eternal Fire. Like, you're getting picked apart in mid, you've gotten bullied at the B-bomb site, Catwalk's been exposed, long pushes haven't worked, double up setup hasn't worked. You've gone through a lot of things already in the first like 6-7 rounds of this game that just have not panned out in any way. I mean, I feel like in that last round, if once Emor gets that kill down the middle, if they just all chill out for a minute, even if they're down a man in that moment, it's like, well, you control a huge part of the map, so just wait and see. It's like they kept pushing way beyond that. So try and maybe just get that 4-on-5 or the 4-on-3 or something like that. Just get a one-man advantage and try to chill out for a minute and see if big aren't going to be making any mistakes. They've lost xCloud early on here, having a bit of a rough game himself to start this map with. And they're out long.
Look at the defense as well. They're out long, and Big is pressuring Catwalk. Oh, if Calyx goes down here, he's got to bail out. That's not a fight you can take. If he goes down, they're in trouble. Flashbang right around the corner. Another Molotov, but they have nowhere to go. Important win, but Walksick has nothing to do, and the defense eventually will crumble. Xanter's the last one left down on the ramp at the low ground, and nobody needs to challenge him.
Yeah, they really don't have to, right? Just leave him alone. It's not worth it. Season's going to be catching him more, and he'll catch the kill on Xanter's as well. Oh, that's disgusting.
Yeah. Okay.
What can you even do at that point in time? Tough break to start with. I wasn't expecting this. I actually thought, if anything, I was expecting this map to be way more competitive maybe than Overpass is, but that is clearly not what we're seeing right now.
Yeah, it really isn't. Big is running away. They look like they have no issues. They are working Eternal Fire across this map in every way they could possibly want. Second timeout used by Eternal Fire's defense to talk things over. But it's not going well.
No, it's really not. What a talk it's going to have to be.
If they lose this, I think we have to give the ownership of the baklava to Greece.
To Germany. Why not?
For the rights to baklava, this series, everything rests on it.
That's a lot on the line. That would be a real championship right there. For bragging rights to the, and then we have to serve them, and people have to. I like this idea. I like it. We should be doing that.
And it's not like, and the Germans really have no cuisine to speak of. That's any good. This would be the first thing that they could really.
Damn,
really be proud about.
You're putting yourself in a lot of trouble. I'm just saying.
I know.
If you ever,
I don't know why. I don't know why I'm digging this grave, but I am.
Yeah, I'm saying why. You ever mess with the real German Wurst sausage, and they take a lot of pride in that. You gotta be careful, man. Oh, not baited out. It's a nice idea. You jump for your teammate, and he sneaks in with the AWP. Down the middle, though, it's working out. Xanter's and Emo with a couple of kills. Yeah, you like to see that. 4 versus 3, and this is where you want to see Eternal Fire make some smart moves. They need to get back into this game, and this is probably the best round for it right here.
Yeah, that's actually a cool setup from Eternal Fire. Out of that timeout, they have like a little trap set up. As soon as contact is made in mid, the SMG just swings wide for the follow-up fight. So here's the man advantage for Eternal Fire that we wanted to see, but good flashbang work means Calyx gets blinded. Xanter's still alive with that promise, but he better be precise. Him and xCloud each win their fight, and Searson the last one left.
Yep. Oh, he spins around. He's ready, but he misses the shot. Run down by the MP9. The Molotov actually somehow did work to burn Xanter's. That's wild, but first round on the board for Eternal Fire. It's something to work with. Hold on.
Yep.
The Germans have the Wiener Schnitzel as well, right? You're really going to be in trouble. I'm just telling you.
They do have a Wiener Schnitzel, yes. I think the problem with in Germany's defense, I really haven't tested the cuisine of really any place outside of Cologne, and they have that currywurst there. It's like the big thing, and I didn't enjoy that. Just give me the sausage with some mustard, you know?
Okay, something simple. All right, we'll have to make up for it. I feel like we're gonna have to find some real local Germans when we get there, and get a sense of it. I feel like we got to remedy this situation somehow.
Ooh, seriously, did he spot the barrel? I think he did. Ooh. He's gonna peek out a little bit wider, and now gonna press the issue into the B bomb site. Emor, however, yeah, he's taking over lower and upper dark, and he can wrap around that bomb site if he chooses to. Searson will never expect it.
Yeah, and he's calling in the rest of the troops. This could get really awkward. Emo could find this kill, and then the rest of them running through T-spawn right now as we speak are going to have to make up their minds. But if Emo waits...
Why is he not going?
I don't know. They feel like they got him boxed in. Maybe this is going to work out anyway. Yep, Emo's ready for it. And it's a good double kill to set it up. I guess he was maybe expecting that there would be a rotation. It still seems very risky, and the round is not done yet. Crimbo comes in with a headshot, barely saving Big in this one. Maybe there is a chance still. Oh, Searson. I thought he was going to swing for it out there. Walksick, he's outside. Xanter's making a lot of noise. Oh, underhand the nade. Not going to catch him, though. Not enough damage on that one. And Woxic goes down outside. And now the Molotovs are everywhere. And they're going to go for the bomb line right away. Oh, this is a shocking round right here. Santaris, he's the only one that could save this. And we know he's got the skill for it. But he has to find that first kill. They're going to double peek him surely. And Searson he doesn't even need a double peek. It's going to be a triple for him instead. And Big, they will steal that round right back.
Searson's been incredible on this map. 15-2 at the moment. You brought up the whole Searson versus Woxic debate on Overpass. Well, here on Dust 2, I think that debate is getting solved because he's been huge. He's got a pick down middle earlier on. This actually, you know, fair play. I mean, that is a little risky, I guess, not just going in and flanking that B bomb site early on, but he gets a double kill out of it. Just not enough after that for Eternal Fire to really recover the round. Searson with the op still has just such a long angle to cut off any kind of rotations. Anyone else trying to get involved in the bomb site B defense.
Damn. Well, it was good for a minute, and then immediately into more misery on the side of Eternal Fire. Big though, boot camping it up, having a good time. At least most of them are.
It's actually it's like a really good looking boot camp facility.
Yeah, I think they've been building that for a long time. It's
our boy Phil is over there.
Out. Yeah, they're all ready, making the content, building it up day by day. It's nice. It's good to see that project. Somebody has to keep German Counter-Strike going for a bit here. Hopefully get some of those academy teams up and running and producing some more talent. That'd be really cool. It's a lot of history in German Counter-Strike. Just haven't seen too much of it in CSGO yet.
A lot of the big names in early Counter-Strike were, look, Blizzard. Blizzard is still, he's actually at the big organization, isn't he?
I think he might be, yeah.
I think he's actually like the founder or the CEO or something. I don't know. But good on him.
Gonna keep it alive. Calix goes down out there. You know, I went, this is one of my highlights of my Counter-Strike.
You gotta tell the whole story, Anders. You gotta tell it all.
Yeah. I went for a club soda with Johnny R once.
Yeah,
which is a name probably lost to time at this point, but for me it's a big deal because Johnny R was.
He was like one of the first great oppers of like the original days of Counter-Strike. Yep, back in the early 2000s.
Yeah, one of those like real childhood fan moments when, even though he's probably my age too, but still, it all counts, you know. Oh man, Woxic. You know, 1 versus 5 with a scout. Big are they're not taking any hostages in this one. Remember, they're really slaughtering Eternal Fire right now. There's no getting around it.
No, there's no way to dress this one up. This is a smackdown of epic proportions at the moment. 10-1, 9-round lead. Powered by Searson at 16-2 now.
You realize, because of your earlier comments, we've now got German copy pastors filling up the chat. You know,
about what?
Rebellion.
Okay.
So,
what are they saying? What are they saying?
Well, some guy just said, I expect a public written apology by Moses to all Germans. So
that's fine.
you may have to step it up at one point here.
Look, and I'm just saying, if anyone in Germany wants to shoot me some food recommendations, I would love to go find some delicious German food. Take me there.
We can set it up. I have no doubt. We can.
And then I'll do the. Oh, he gets another pick down middle. That's Emor to go down. And that's one of the most impactful plays that Eternal Fire has had in this game. Is Emor pushing lower dark, clearing out upper dark. I think he's had it successfully like 2 or 3 times out of like 3 or 4 times that he's tried to pull it off. But really, it's been like one of the points where they've been able to find some kills, or they've been able to find some information, and just at least this round, it's denied. Nice
nerdy smoke setup there to land on the hinge down by the door. But yeah, the opening kills here are it's devastating for Eternal Fire. I mean, they're having a hard time winning even the rounds where they have for a minute a man advantage. But when every round starts like this, it's a lot to deal with. 10-1 in favor of B. They're relentless right now. Setting up for what looks like an A crunch at the moment.
Posturing for it. I mean, they've had so much success in mid and so much success in a catwalk. This looks like they're going to attack towards long. Could maybe feel like a little bit of a different hit, but there's no way for Calyx. And I mean, Calyx is at long, Woxic is back in Goose, and this is just the worst timing for him to be falling away. He's going to be caught in no man's land.
Yeah, there's no winning this one, Calyx. You basically have to win 3 or 4 fights in a row, back to back to back, and not even going to be possible. Setting up a bit of a flash, but it is too late. Kido already in the middle of that swing, and they're going to catch Shantaris, who admittedly he did realize what was going on. He's like, I have to back on out, but it wasn't in time. X-Floud down the middle. They don't have to fight him, but they're going to do it anyway. Well, the bomb was there, I guess. Maybe they did have to fight him. Wow.
Yeah, they had to go get it, so that was actually pretty dangerous. Pretty dangerous, but Big come out on top again.
Wow, more disaster on the side of Eternal Fire. 11-1. We've not even got started really in this game, and we're just already halfway through. This is devastating. And they're back on what? Pistols, Scout on Emor, and that's it. Wow, they're we talked about the win percentage going into it on Dust 2, which wasn't looking too hot for Eternal Fire, but this is more devastating than I was expecting.
Yeah. Me as well. I expected at least some kind of a closer affair, but I mean, Big just showing they are clinical on this map.
Not looking stressed at all. Nice shot.
Problem now too is like there's just so much confidence in as a team and as individual players. Like this is at the point where it's just spiraled so far out of control that big players probably feel like they can do pretty much anything they want across the map.
Yeah, they're starting to get that insane level of confidence. You're right. You can tell. More down the middle, hunting over the Scout. He's doing some good damage, but still hard to win. No scoping, Searson. All right. That's some style points for that. We appreciate it. Round is not going to be won, though. He's going to be found, actually, wallbanged down by Tabson at the end, and we're staring down the barrel of a 12-1 lead in favor of Big. This is getting ridiculous. I wasn't expecting it at all.
Yeah, this is a little shocking. I'm sure Eternal Fire wasn't expecting this at all either. They're just getting body bagged at the moment.
Well and truly.
Well, what more is there to say?
I don't know. We're going to need Eternal Fire to bring us something here. I mean, I'd like to do back into that double up setup, which they tried earlier, and it didn't really work out. So hard to get excited. Searson is 18-3, and Kido is 18-6. So
yeah, that's pretty disgusting. They have a couple of players that,
yeah, they're not even getting slowed down a little bit right now. They're not feeling any pressure. So
yeah,
Keto out hunt. Damn.
You have like the op performing really well, and you have Kido who's been like really aggressive, like bold rifler up catwalk. Ooh, Crimbo. Short Molotov, gonna force back the players. He hears the footsteps as well, so negating the early pressure in Upper Dark.
Good read for him to not get picked off.
Ooh, they're gonna boost up. This is a cool boost to look over that smoke. But with only one player in Upper Dark, nobody's going to really challenge it. Nobody's going to try and close the gap behind the smoke to set up for a B hit.
I actually love that idea. I think that could definitely work. Very common that people walk around those smokes on the other side. So I'm going to want to see that revisited down the road. But they're all grouping up, and it looks like it actually will be some sort of a catwalk execute. I don't really necessarily see them going, well, maybe they will change it to middle, but they could go all in on this. And now they're starting to draw back. All right, I take it all back. Setting up the double smoke in middle, trying to see if they can create a lot of space in there. Only 27 seconds, so kind of running out of time. Looks like Tizian might be going... Oh, wait, they're bringing the bomb back as well. This is actually hard to read. They are middle at the same time here, and Emor and Santeri's getting a couple of kills. Not bad at all right now. 15 seconds on the board, right? And the defense is looking hot right now for Eternal Fire. Maybe they could get that second round, although Kido coming in with the spray. He needed to get more than that. And I don't think this is going to happen for Searson. 1 versus 3 is going to be found. They probably were expecting more of a fight early on in middle than they got, and it got dragged out a little bit too much at the end.
Yeah, I was looking at it like another 5-on-3 that I was just hoping and praying Eternal Fire wouldn't let that slip away. Second round on the board, not really a whole lot to get excited about, but it's at least, I mean, I guess it's just nice to have it for the moment. We'll see if they can get to 3. I mean, we touched on this like early as well when it was like 5-0 or 6-0, like how rich the big players were, how much money they had built up, and like they've never had to worry about their economy like a single time throughout this half. It's just been full buy after full buy, no reprieve for Eternal Fire.
Yeah, it's crazy. 15th round coming up. Best they could do is get a third one on the board. That's not gonna. No one's gonna celebrate that. No one's gonna be like, yeah, okay, this is the start of something big. Instead, they're going to be in some trouble. Grouping up in the upper dark part of the map with k1to running around down the middle with an AK-47 to try and create a little bit of space, maybe draw people away from the B-bomb site where it looks like they're going to end up trying to hit that pretty hard. We'll see. Crimbo, all right. That's not what they were looking for, that flashbang, I think. Maybe just a joke, friendly joke from a teammate.
Yeah, just a joke, bro.
Yeah. keep him going, keep him awake right now. They're not feeling the pressure.
Look at how much attention Eternal Fire has put in towards middle. Even the B player, the B defender looking through double doors. They've got X-Flout is up close in middle at the corner. So when this B hit comes in, it's really only going to be Emor who's able to defend with an AWP, and he's looking in the wrong direction. He's going to be out into the open. If Big pull the trigger on this upper dark hit into B bomb site, I don't know if I can see a way that Eternal Fire actually is able to hold on to the bomb site.
Yeah, and I'm shocked that they didn't. I mean, they had even the grenades and the flashbangs. I think if they would have gone, I'm pretty sure Emor would have been flashed. But this turnaround could still work. Yeah, they're running out of time, and they've been hurt. I'm pretty sure out on long. Calyx already heard them running. Woxic missing a shot. This is dangerous. That Molotov, it's a little bit too deep. He's going to get one kill, but the bomb is being planted on the other side, and it will be planted even with a couple of kills there. Searson trying to see if he could fight his way back. 1 versus 3, and this is a real stretch. Oh, Calyx. Nice shot jumping up on top there, and they're going to get that third round in. I guess it's better late than never, all that good stuff. But man, it is that's a tough first half, no matter how you twist it for Eternal Fire. Yeah, it really was. Even with what feels like a fluffed call right at the end of the half for Big to just readjust with what 20 seconds left on the clock. I'm not sure what they saw or what they felt that made them think. I'm assuming it's because Xanter's maybe an A defender they caught in CT spawn. They would have said there's still 2 players here, but man, that's a very tough run to make to the A bomb site with that little time on the clock. 12-3, pistol round of the second half going live right now. Right? Meow. Classic reference. Ridiculous. Well, we'll see. P250 picked up. k1to already spotting out one. He's done his own out here. They're really expecting a long fight, so huge risk, and they're starting to make their way back right now. But it's already too late. I would have expected if you set up that kind of a long presence, you're going to want to keep it moving almost immediately. But they did wait just a minute before they started the run here, so could be a good start here for Eternal Fire. Yeah, I mean, you ain't retaking this if you're Big. There's no way. Not even a little bit, right? Crimbo's still just in T-spawn right now. Like, this is impossible. Searson better get the double kill, but he's not going to look right. He's looking left at the moment. So, ooh, yeah, he's going to go down. Woxic, they still don't know his position. Access to the B-bomb site denied for Big's retake, and a 4th round for Eternal Fire. This is now 3 rounds straight going back to the first half that they're going to win in a row. It's something to work with, but I just really want to, when we get a positive about Eternal Fire, we haven't had a whole lot in this map, so it's like, let's just hit it. Yeah, get anything going. Yeah, you're right. We need it. Now's our chance. All right. I mean, in terms of pistol rounds for B, it is a risk, and I don't know. That's just how it is sometimes in some of those pistols. I don't mind the idea of stacking out a lot of players over on long or anything like that. You have to. Once you do that, you almost have to say, well, if no one's going to show up for like an immediate rush, then we probably should cancel it. Which I think they did maybe 5 seconds late, but whatever. Whatever. Yeah, who cares? It's P250 on Crimbo, and that's it. No Deagles even picked up here on the side of Big. They're not feeling that adventurous. Playing it by the numbers still. And I mean, they're only 4 rounds away from winning the series, so maybe they don't need to take any risks on the Deagles. They've got your flashbangs. Hell yes. And now they got the utility usage out towards long, so they know a long take is coming in, so that means Crimbo with those flashes is just frothing. Yeah, he's ready. Salivating at the prospect. Yeah, you gotta, not too much. Don't want to be slipping in that stuff when they're rushing out long, you know, but they have the setup for it. The problem is this sneak in on the catwalk could ruin everything. Santaris with that one kill pulls a lot of the focus away. Here comes the flashes running right through, but they're still getting the kills. Woxic shutting it all down, especially that first one to take down Keto is a big deal because that slows down the push. So I like the attempt from Big. It's a nice little idea, but it doesn't work out in the end. And they're going to be 12-5. They're buying into this round, so could put some pressure on here early on.
Hell yeah. Let's see if they can get right into it. There's that boot camp facility for Big Clan. Looking clean, looking nice. 7-round lead. Searson, God in the first half. Op is out early in the second half. And he's looking for a fight. Tapson blinded, forced back, forced away. There goes Tizian through the smoke as well. Eternal Fire with the big lead in round 18.
That's a classic setup out on long right there, where you've got one guy trying to head over towards the pit or hog that left-hand side, and then inside or around the smoke that the T's throw to play around it. I feel like that's getting pre-fired a lot these days, where people are just trying to shoot around it almost right at the beginning. So nicely done from Eternal Fire, reading the defense really well. And the rest of Big, they're just hiding their money in T-spawn practically.
Yeah, well, I mean, the nice thing is they made that call so quick that there's no way they're going to get caught in any sense, right? Like they just had that immediately as those two kills come out. The third player rotated over to B and they just bailed out. So going to find some safety over in T-spawn, and I don't think the money is quite there yet for Eternal Fire to really go for any kind of crazy hunt, although they do have a MAC-10, they do have a Galil they could choose to sacrifice, but I think XFLOD's just going to upgrade to an M4.
Yeah, I mean, no point in trying to do too much here if you're on the side of Big. Just keep it cool. But I'll do some signs of life from Eternal Fire. The road back is a real long way away. But at least they actually... Yeah, they're actually playing with a little bit of strength behind them in some of these rounds, which is nice to see. They've been playing some timid Counter-Strike up until this point, it feels like. So seeing them rush out long like that to take the fight straight up is... I don't know, it's something. It makes you put a little smile on your face, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, for the most part.
See, look at this Santaris. Yeah, that's such a good read.
Yeah, well, you know the follow-up's going to come in. Yeah, you're right. We have, it's been going on for some time that we've been seeing teams just start spamming that smoke just regardless, just to try and keep people pinned down and some covering fire to allow the rest of the take to come in. 3 straight in this second half, including 2 straight to end the first half. Eternal Fire's on a 5-round streak.
Let's see if they can do it again. They're heading out long, trying to set something up. Ooh, but the smoke goes down. Is that going to block them? No, they're just going to flash their way through. Tizian ready. Hearing a lot of steps coming in. He's got some backup out here, though. He's got basically 3 people there. See if they can find the right angle for it. Is he going to get flashed through? He comes charging in. It's a good kill and nearly had the double ding on Emo to take him down. But they're still going to be traded unevenly. Woxic, Searson, he wanted to make the escape from out on that cower on long, but he got stopped in the middle of it. Now, they've checked up Upper Dark, but this is still a pretty decent man advantage right now for Eternal Fire.
Oh, dear. Big rotating around towards Catwalk. No op in play, just the M4s. A bit of utility as well to try and delay things as long as possible. Tapson's going to hold on to the Molotov a little bit longer.
They actually have a double HE still on the side of Big, so in theory...
Into the bomb site as well. You know they have to plant safe.
Yeah, you could try and go for it. They're maybe a little bit early, because there's still 40 seconds, so they tried for one of the HEs. Second one might be coming in, but Eternal Fire have to be not enjoying this kind of a slowdown in the game before the bomb is even planted. Woxic getting picked off. It's getting a little bit worse. Here comes another nade on top. It does some good damage to Emo, but now they're out in the open trying to fight, and they're winning every single fight. Keto and Tamsin with a couple of kills here, and Calyx down in the pit, low on health. Headshot not even needed, but Crimbo styling on him, and that is a 13th round on the side of Big. That's a great retake.
That's a picture perfect. I mean, I think the real success of that retake actually comes before the retake ever even got started. It's perfect utility usage from Big. The double Molotovs inside the site to delay that plant as long as possible. Smoke's clear, which overexposes Woxic to the player in CT spawn, and then it just kind of crumbles from there. So great, just like back-to-back Molotovs to delay things and allow yourselves to get comfortable in the retake. tabseN with that push through. Woxic would have never seen it coming, and then by the time the bomb's being planted, you're already streaming out Catwalk. Perfectly played from Big.
So well done. And that puts a little bit of a cooldown on Eternal Fire. Now, they still have money to buy in this round, so maybe we'll see if they can make something off it, but they don't have a lot of runway left before Big just take over the game once again. Playing the same kind of setup, except with a fourth man out here. So last time was 3 on long. This time it's actually 4 of them. csgo again getting picked off, though. And Tizian trying to come through, but they're ready for it. Eternal Fire, they almost got caught last time. They don't want to do it again. tabseN, yeah. Even though you could have almost excused Eternal Fire if they just pulled the trigger and try to go for this bomb site. But they are still a little bit careful. tabseN's going to eventually get taken down, and that'll be the round in favor of Eternal Fire. That's a lot of manpower for Big, and they still couldn't hold long.
Yeah, and I think that's always like the really concerning side for your CT side, when you can't hold long and you can't hold it when you're sending like 3-4 bodies at the problem as well, when you have such a massive amount of numbers there. If I'm Big, I think you have to just play a couple of rounds. This is what, the second or third time now in this half that Eternal Fire's just been able to bust open your long defense with no real problems. If you're Big with this kind of a lead, maybe just don't mess with long for a little bit. Let them have it. Play for mid control, play for catwalk control, play for maybe upper dark control and aggression. But you obviously are not having a good time out towards long A at the moment.
Yeah, it feels like the safer choice, doesn't it? Some damage through the smoke, but ultimately the speed bomb site is pretty much already lost for Big. So yeah, make sure that M4 doesn't go away and just try and do some more damage if you want to. X-Cloud is here, ready for Keto, no problem at all. So what a return. I mean, if you were only just joining the second half, if you didn't watch the first half or even the first map, you're going to be sort of tuning into a 13-8 scoreline with an Eternal Fire that's looking pretty hot right now. So I guess it could happen if we just ignore the context of how we got here.
Yeah, I think the problem is like the score is actually not too bad. Just looking at the top scoreboard, that's going to be 8-13 in terms of that. But I think the hard thing is just remembering that Big had like a 12-3 first half. That's what makes this feel like it's still insurmountable.
Yeah, well and truly.
But it's not, especially if Eternal Fire keep playing like this. csgo with his AWP hasn't been able to get involved because some of these hits have been so successful so fast. 5-1 opening to the second half for Eternal Fire.
Yeah, what a switch around. And it's worth keeping in mind as well, every other round from here on out, more or less, it's going to be kind of out of money. So the road back is a little bit shorter than maybe it looks like at the moment. Running out long, Woxic with the AWP, ready to set up a fight. And again, Big are tripling down at this point to try and get it. csgo, oh, he feels robbed right now, no doubt about it. Good grenade, though. Emo actually kind of jumped down into that, funnily enough. And tabseN, ooh, falls off, but I don't know if no one has the help to really challenge him in the middle, so they might have heard that, but I don't think they could do anything about it.
Oh, csgo's probably the worst player to get aggressive here because they have no idea Emor's out, and he's never going to consider it. You can just see it in the way he's aiming. He doesn't even think it's a possibility. Oh, he's going to be a free kill. He's going to be a free kill. Emor completes Xanter's damage from earlier and just slips back through the double doors. 5-on-4 for Eternal Fire.
Yeah, that's a rough way to lose another kill, especially after a successful defense to begin with. I mean, the tag already and then the damage onto Emor as well. Looked like they could have had a good start to the round right here. tabseN setting up for a couple of headshots, tapping away Primbo, but he's not hitting anything. And tabseN, he goes down. This is so successful. 3 opening kills in favor of Eternal Fire. They're not worried at all. Kalix cruises in for another one, and that's a round done.
And they could never spring that setup. The one player in Goose, the player down on the ramp, they could never actually get that coordinated any real way. That fight you take from Goose to Catwalk is not the one you want from that position, right? You want them to be swinging a little bit closer along the wall before you really are getting into an engagement, but they just felt really, really uncomfortable and used all their flashbangs to try and activate that play. Okay, we've got a game on our hands. Eternal Fire closed the gap to just 4. And they are relentless. No way k1to keeps this AWP in hand. He's going to go down to xCloud. I cannot believe Eternal Fire is coming back into this.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself. And, you know, especially because one thing is Eternal Fire coming alive a little bit late in this game, but also seems like Big have kind of started to disappear a little bit all on their own. Some of these fights, they just need to win 1 or 2 of them to at least stay in the round, but they got wiped out on this one. 13-9. We're back to pistols. Wow. Trying to get it out long, but the smoke kind of making that a bit of a tricky fight, although some good damage onto Calyx. It's something to work with. 13-9. Yeah, deep breath right now for Eternal Fire. There's no point in rushing this and throwing anything away. Just
remember as well, going back to Overpass, Anders, they lost a round like this to Big with Deagles. They had Big had 1 op in play as well, but it was mostly Deagles and P250s, and that was like the back-breaking round on Overpass. You cannot let that happen again here on Dust 2 when you're making this comeback.
No, that is definitely true. Gotta make sure that you don't give Big a window to win this map right here. Out in the middle, Santaris. Yeah, sees just a little bit enough. And with the Molotov on top, they're going to take down Sis and Crimbo alone inside of the bomb site. But they're coming from it at every angle. With a Deagle, there's not much that can be done here. Still plenty of time. Even if he landed that kill, he still eventually would have been found, no doubt. So, good stuff on Eternal Fire to keep that cool in this round.
This is scary. I think Big's going to have to take a timeout after this round. Next, the guns are going to come out again. They really need to talk things over. They're getting beat up all across the map.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point. Maybe a timeout would help them out just enough to get back into the swing of things here, because this is starting to get out of control. Let's see. No chance to pick up any rifles that I can tell right now, so not even going to be blessed with that at the end of it. Warxic taking care of stuff in the middle. He's at the 12 kills. Mostly it's Emor and Santaris. And Calyx actually starting to join in, so they got that nice trio that's working right now. Damn, they could actually pull off the whole comeback right now.
Yeah, I mean, that's what's crazy is it's within striking distance now. It's like they're 3 rounds away. Now we can finally start having that conversation of like, holy shit, this is actually doable. Timeout called from Big, first of the map.
Well, now is the time for it. 13-10. I'm surprised. I'm definitely shocked. What was it, Citizen? What was he? 18-3, I think, and k1to was like 18-6 at some point, and now it's 22-13 for k1to, 19-11 for Citizen. So
I think Searson especially has cooled off in the second half. I think he's only got like 1 or 2 kills since the halftime break.
Yeah, slow down. Maybe enough to make the difference here in this game. They've certainly let Eternal Fire emotionally back into the game, you can tell. And he sees it. Nice flick. Yeah, he didn't need a lot of information there. Crimbo, though, he's got some backup k1to in the window behind him, and they got Molotovs and smokes and everything else. This might be risky for Eternal Fire. They're going to try and make their way through, but a lot of defense on the other side. Emo, though, that opening makes a huge difference. k1to down inside of the bomb site. The flashbang didn't work against him, and he tried to relocate behind that Molotov, and Searson's just charging in there. He's just running through the window with the AWP. 3 kills for him. 2 of them inside of the B bomb site trying to defend it, and that is that's a much needed round for Big. They took a long break here.
Yeah, and I mean that's even with the not a mistake, just maybe an unfortunate thing. Crimbo throws the Molotov behind the smoke, and as you can see right there, just gets stuck in front of the box. He was completely blinded, thought he was behind it, so that could have been dangerous. But Searson, because he took that aggressive stance in the middle to find the pick on Xantares, he was there quickly for reinforcements. Walk 6 shot. Tag Searson down to about half HP.
Trying again for a little bit of a long fight. Hard to blame Eternal Fire for this because they have been winning a lot of the battles out here at long, so why not try and see if you could do it again? That is an interesting smoke being thrown from the CT side. Oof. Searson caught. I wonder if Searson's peak right here is related to... Oh, they're trying to push on in. Walksick, though, he sees it coming. He's eventually going to get caught, but That is a nice 2-for-1 trade. He's going to be all right with that.
Yeah, but Big is really struggling to hold on to this round. Crimbo's up next. Look at the pair just creeping towards him. Off angle, on time for the jump up, and important trade. There goes tabseN at top mid as well to the Tech 9 of Emor. He's got the AWP as well, and it's just k1to. 23 kills, but an AWP in a 1v3. And he's got no information whatsoever.
Yeah, way across the map right here. So this is... That one round, they needed to build on it right away, and the fact that they haven't means almost immediately they're starting to break out into a little bit of sweat here, surely on the big side. Yeah, Eternal Fire realized one of the dangers in the round could be getting picked off from CT spawn, so making real sure they don't. Damn, 11-14. What a return.
I know. And Big just take like one step closer and then get kind of relegated back with another loss. The money is going to be a real big factor in these last few rounds because Big haven't been able to actually really stabilize it. k1to's going to have some money if he wants to drop a rifle over. I don't think that's going to be a whole lot of cash on the other players. They might have to either save or just do a half buy. But as long as Eternal Fire have this kind of advantage of constantly being able to put the economy on the breaking point for Big, it's going to be a really uncomfortable final stretch of this map for the CT side. Way too wide swing with the scope. He never saw Emor from the side. 3 rounds back, and with that AWP, there's certainly not going to be no buy. Not going to be any buy.
You know, I'm paraphrasing a little bit here, Jason, but I think you said something like there was no good food in Germany, and you just took all the momentum right away from Big. They couldn't handle that.
Is that what it was?
I think, yeah, that's
It
right
was
around
the cuisine.
where the change happened.
Yeah, they get all their power from the currywurst.
Yeah, exactly. And you've stolen it from them. So
It's
they're definitely not going to be happy.
It's the pressure of being able to have access to ownership of the baklava that's really making them collapse.
It's too much on the line now. Yeah. Never mind.
They really want the baklava.
Who doesn't? Nice attempt to try and go for some kind of an upper dark crunch, but they got found out in the end. k1to and Crimbo. Yeah, and Eternal Fire doing what they should be doing here, right? Slowing it down. Don't know if they can control the rifles necessarily forever, but still, just don't get 1D'd at this point in time. And they've got Santeros checking out the bomb site, so he's going to be calling it in eventually, saying, you know what, it feels kind of clear out here. We'll be all right.
And if Big want to actually try and win this round, they almost have to work up the courage to make a play. I think they might have missed their window. You can see k1to's kind of considering it on the mini-map. He's close to double doors, so he's in a position to gather information. Freebie for Santeros, just a little one tap, and there's the push from k1to a little bit late. 14-12.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to say it again. This did not even seem close to possible. Was it 12-3 in the first half?
12-3 in the first half, and like a very convincing 12-3. Like searson and k1to just had an unbelievable score lines on both of them. They were dominant. The first half was like Eternal Fire didn't even feel like they were in the server. And it's gone completely the other way now. Second timeout called for Big.
Yeah, need to pull something out right now. They've seemed really well prepared today, so I'm a little bit surprised if they can't find a way to break it. They were talking about 2 rounds here, right? That's all they need. A couple of rounds where they pull a little bit of a trick, some magic, and they're right back into the swing of things. They have some weapons finally. Well, we'll see. We've been saying it for a while. Just give up on that long fight. You didn't even have to fight for long if you don't want to. You just, it doesn't seem like it's worth it right now for them to stack up a lot of people out there because they keep losing it.
Well, they're gonna give it one last college try, and there's 4 defenders at long for Big. Santeros leading the way. 1 player successfully crossed. This time it's looking good. Trade kill for xFloud, but Woxic has found Crimbo in mid. That's the entire B half of the map eliminated. Eternal Fire has no idea, but there is not a single presence in mid or B until just now as the rotation is coming in. But you can see how panicked Big is to get back.
Yeah. Oh. They actually catch Woxic, and I'm pretty sure Woxic saw both of them running middle. When there's 3 people left, you kind of, Calyx is starting to make his way back out long, although k1to is out here hiding as well. What a confusing round. If you're Eternal Fire, you just got the information that there's 2 people on the B bomb side, or at least on the B side of the map, and you might be thinking, well, let's go and find the lone A player, even if it's going to be a second here. It makes sense, yeah. I think Emor is trying to sell it as well. k1to in a prime position to try and get his team to match point right here. Nice little peek attempt, but it's not enough. Stunning headshots coming through. k1to with a double. Out on long, and Emor's making a lot of noise running back through the middle. He's running out of time anyway, I think. So, Sisson with that kill. That's kind of a confusing round in a lot of ways right there, but Big come out on top.
That's a huge round for the stand-in, tucking himself behind the doors. And finally, I mean, you even talk about he crossed over to pit as well. Finally, Big is able to hold on to long, and it nets them a win. Nets them up to 15. So this has really been a tough, labored half for Big. Eternal Fire's played really well, but they've got 3 chances to close it out. And at this point, I think they would just love the sigh of relief.
Yeah, just a chance to feel like maybe they can pull through. And I mean, if it goes into overtime, surely Big are going to feel devastated. From 12-3 into overtime, nobody's going to be enjoying that experience. Woxic looking down the middle. He's been gifted a couple of, I think, almost easy kills even against Sisson a couple of times in there. So maybe trying his luck at that once again. Otherwise, a pretty common setup right here on the side of Big. Nothing too special to write home about. Double setup really far back in A, though. It kind of feels like they could either be out long helping if they wanted to, or they could be a little bit closer to catwalk. But they're far back on that A bomb site. Out on long, Tizian. If he falls, then especially this position right here, yeah, from k1to is going to be really weak. Ooh. Nice little shot there from Woxic, and they're in trouble on this bomb site. Going to be swinging in, but k1to falling down the stairs is going to be able to get that kill. Now they're going to go back out the middle instead, and alone in the bomb site is Crimbo. He needs some backup right quick at the moment. 30 seconds left. tabseN jumping down, shooting through the smoke, but not hitting anyone. It's still all on Crimbo, and the backup is just not coming in time. They line up nearly for a double there, but he's not able to get the spray through, and Santero will get the headshot, and they have to think about this one big. They don't have that much money in the bank. They got to be real scared, although they hunt down Woxic, but 3-on-3 to go for the retake? I don't know.
Yeah, it's a tough decision to make, and I think they're just calling it off right out of the gates. They're saying we have 3 chances. The worst thing we can do is lose all of our money. They can drop weapons over. They've gotten up in k1to's hands and up in tabseN's hands. So, yeah, they're happy with kind of what they're going to get away with in this round, but that's a huge win for Eternal Fire. Crimbo even had a chance to actually win that. He had a double kill lined up in the doors. He took a big risk of not even considering upper dark. Almost rewarded.
Damn. I mean,
dude, it's cool at least, at the very least, seeing this kind of a fight out of Eternal Fire. Like when you go down 12-3, that's kind of like, you know, that there's you have the chances, and no one would necessarily like blame you if that just kind of slips away and you just kind of end up losing like 16-7 or something like that. But what a comeback from Eternal Fire throughout this map to keep fighting.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, we didn't. I don't think we saw any of this throughout a lot of. I mean, we saw a lot of mistakes in the first map, right? But we didn't see this kind of a follow through on some of these rounds. So it's nice to see. All right, 13-15, and moving into the 29th round, we're going to see more of a quick hit here.
Rush.
Flash is set up there. Yep, but AWP on the other side. k1to could have been a 2-for-1, but now his time is simply up. Emor hunts him down. You get maybe 1 or 2 shots off in that kind of a rush situation. Oh, it's a good little tag, but I don't think it's going to make a difference. What a call, and it's the perfect kind of setup for it from Eternal Fire's point of view. They just one man defending B.
Well, and I mean, that's a call that they obviously just kind of called based off of the success they've had out towards long. Remember in the previous round when they went long, there were 4 players at the A bomb site. And I mean, at a certain point, you're going to catch on to that. So Eternal Fire's just like, we've trained you guys to be afraid of long A, to be afraid of our fast long A takes. We know you're going to have at least 3 bodies there. Switch it up to the other side of the map, and the risk pays off, especially the switch into the double up setup. k1to had no chance after missing the first shot.
Damn. This actually could go to overtime. I feel like in the big camp, there's gonna be it's gonna be hard to sort of get the energy back flowing once you go into overtime from a 12-3 scoreline. That's gonna feel like, all right, we should have already won this. What are we doing here?
Well, the crazy thing too is if you even go back to earlier in this event when they actually beat FaZe on Dust 2, it was a 16-14 victory. but they were down 7-14 on the CT side and rattled off like 9 rounds in a row to close out the map and take the victory. And here on the CT side, struggling. They can't handle what Eternal Fire is bringing to the table. So what a weird turnaround that's turning out to be.
Yeah, you see a lot of silent reflection happening there in the big camp. They're starting to feel the pressure, no doubt. Oh man, 14-15, 30th round coming up. Let's look at Keto and Searson top fragging on their side and not even really getting, almost getting caught by Emor at this point in time on the other side. But most of those kills are a legacy from the first half, right?
Yeah, I think Searson ended the first half with, what, like 18 kills or something like that? Yeah, like right around there, give or take 1 or 2. Keto as well was like right up there at 18, 19. So certainly have cooled off. But I it's one thing, I mean, you can look at it from the perspective that they cooled off, but also this has been a great T-side from Eternal Fire. Hard to deal with.
Yeah, it really has. I mean, almost everything's been working for them, right? The calls to put pressure on B, but those long takes as well from the T side. Yeah, it's all been pretty good. Let's see. A little bit close up the middle is Keto, hoping to catch anyone who is going to get reckless in there. If they try to make the jump up without the smoke, maybe catch 1 or 2 of them. But otherwise, more of a standard setup here for Big once again. Woxic is ready if anybody wanted to challenge that down the middle. Leaving themselves maybe open for another B split, depending on... Well, yeah, it's Searson who's up on the catwalk. The problem is, if he drops down and gets smoked off in CT spawn, that AWP is going to be really hard to put to use.
Again, just like the lean for Big towards long A. I think there's a smoke that's just gone down in cave. I almost have to feel like one of them has got to back away, but a smoke towards the corner is going to keep them honest. Nice pressure from Xantares, forces out an early Molotov. 40 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, and that's starting to become a little bit of an issue too. I'm getting a
split.
Yeah, it probably will be, but I'm worried about that time. Now, the bomb is making its way into upper dark, so maybe they will be all right. There is a Molotov still left on Keto. If he could find the right timing for it and throw it down, maybe he could slow this whole thing down. 23 seconds, yeah, he's thinking the same thing, tosses it deep in there, and they can't really do much. They have a smoke to put it out. Yep, they're going to use it. They need to go right now. That's a smart move from Emor, but spinning around is Keto, and he gets 1 more kill. 10 seconds now on the clock in a 4 versus 3. They try to make the jump past, and they're going to be successful. That's the bomb plant that they needed. And Woxic holding the angle right here. Big. They just need a couple of kills, and maybe they could make it. Ducking down to avoid it. Woxic, he's back in action. And the flashes, they're not doing enough right here. I think they've maybe locked this overtime in. They're in a good position right here. 3 on 3 for the after plant. They don't have any more grenades either, really, on that Eternal Fire side. But Calyx comes in with a kill, and now it's a 2-on-2. Searson and Crimbo. They don't have that much health left. They've got to be real careful here. Good headshot from xFlower to take one of them down. And Crimbo shot in the back by Woxic. And it's overtime in spite of what looked like a good defense there. What a shock to Big.
Yeah, that is... Oh, my lord. How do you recover from that one if you're Big? What an incredible comeback. 12-3 halves on the T side for both teams. This one hurts. You're right. They secured middle. They even got 1 extra kill from Keto back towards the B bomb site, but no utility to get back into this. No one watching for the Molotov run out of the car, and some small miscues throughout this half. I mean, like some small miscues in this retake, but most of it was just the punishing fact that Big just could never hold on to long. And CT sides on Dust 2 never feel comfortable if you cannot win the long battle.
What a turn of events. Well, that's that should be a wake-up call to Big, no doubt, but you wonder if they aren't going to feel probably even more deflated at this point in time. And certainly Eternal Fire are going to be... They're going to be super hyped up about what's happening here.
I think the one nice thing you can say for Big, like the one kind of silver lining you got to hold on to is, you know, towards the end of that second half, a lot of the economic issues they were going through just disappear. 16K start money in overtime. But they're going to have to deal with the same weaknesses and issues in their defensive setups.
Oh, I like this. Searson. It looked like he had the opportunity. I don't think they were ready for that one. That would have been fun to see, but he's going to give it up. And you're right. There is that money to consider, so maybe it'll make the difference.
Late long take.
Yeah, they were thinking about it. Slowed down slightly by the smoke, but they get the boost up.
Boost on boost.
Yeah. Which boost is going to come out on top? Ooh, Calyx is going to give it up early. Flashing himself almost into the fight. That actually looked like it could have worked.
Did he spot that? Oh no, he wasn't ready for the boost. Good shot from Tizian. Quick dink, quick cleanup. Over to catwalk we go. Mid double door is going to be smoked off by Big's defense. It's Tapson to have contact, and that's Santerre's trying to slide out a little bit wide. Now the reinforcements are called in. Now Searson has the angle.
That is a monstrous nade on Woxic and xFloud as well, so they're very low on health when the fight even begins. No bomb plant happening just yet. Emo really wanted it. Nice little spam for the smoke. He's even going to do more damage. They're in a lot of trouble right here. Tapson, no problem to get that kill on Woxic, and it's going to be a 2 versus 4 when the dust settles. No bomb plant happening just yet, although sneaking out in middle. xFloud able to get the kill. That could maybe change things just a bit. Should be a chance for a bomb plant right now, at a minimum. Wait a minute. No way.
Oh my lord, this is weird. Keto, oh, he cannot manage it. He knew what was coming. He knew where the second player was as well. Oh dear, they found an opening towards the B bomb site. Eternal Fire yet again have found the solution. 2-on-2 plants.
Oh man, there's no way he jumped down, and I actually thought even in the middle there they were going to fight. They were going to at least lose 1 to the AWP. Nice headshot from Tizian and leaves it all on the Imo. 1 versus 2. And you're right, they have the money. They don't have to worry about that. They even have a Molotov on Tizian, and if they knew where Emo was, they could probably put him out of the round almost immediately. Obviously, if they kit as well, there's the Molotov into the corner. 1 position. They don't have to check, but he's still up in the upper dark position. Gonna get one of them, comes running back, and he gets the flick on Tizian. That is one hell of a round for Emo. A quad kill and a 1 versus 2 clutch at the end.
I cannot believe they found a way out of that round. I cannot believe they found the solution to that problem. It was 16-15. That is some incredible stuff. Especially starting out 4-on-5, 3-on-5, in fact, after Tapson gets that kill and everything just goes the way of Eternal Fire. Actually, excuse me, a 2-on-5 win for Emor and xFloud. What a great lurk out mid for xFloud. A great drop down from Emor. I don't even know if that was like the most high percentage, the best play that could have been made, but they make it work.
Yeah, I mean, that seems super, super risky when you see it in the moment. Not a lot has to go wrong, especially with the time that's left. But to make that jump down, it's obviously making a lot of noise as well when you get that kind of a jump. But it worked in the end. They're up 16-15 in overtime. So I guess just absolutely anything can happen at this point in time. Searson ready, hoping for someone to put up a little bit of a hinge smoke there, but not seeing it just yet on the other side. I'm so shocked. I'm actually so shocked. Big have just forgot how to play.
Yeah, this is crazy. Well, I mean, look, we'll bring it up now because it didn't seem like we were going to have to with the way things were going. But third map would be Nuke to decide the series. Eternal Fire just need to complete the comeback. A 5-on-4 advantage provided by Woxic. That's Searson to go down. Keto waiting for the jump up.
Yeah, he's got the right idea. Tapson, did he get spotted? I'm not sure. Nope, he definitely didn't. No backup in the middle. Gonna be one of the kills there. Keto in for a little bit of a trade in. It's a 3-on-3, but clear path for them to run. Tizian down by the car, flashes in there, and they spotted him out. Yep, they're gonna try and pepper the windows to try and get rid of him. Out from long, Calyx will take him down. Nice read on the side of Eternal Fire there. The Molotov, not even gonna spread far enough, so bomb plant in full effect.
That one flashbang that catches Tizian is so brutal. Crimbo's got a flash as well to send Keto out into the open to go for some fights, but oh my lord, 2-on-3. It's doable. They need something stunning right out of the gate. They need a quick kill here to make this possible, and Eternal Fire is playing this so smart, so patiently, nobody overextending, luring them closer into the trap, and Calyx gets that frag. Crimbo's gonna have to back away with the op.
So smart, you're absolutely right. There's a couple of peaks there for a little bit of information, but no real fight happening after the fact. Just such a better idea to just leave it alone and let the bomb do its work instead. Eternal Fire now 17-15.
I cannot believe this. Oh my lord, so incredible.
Yeah, it's truly ridiculous, right? Again, just to not to stomp too much on them, but this is 12-3. Turned into a 17-15 scoreline. That's pretty rough. Not having the best day, Big, all of a sudden. Down the middle, let's see. Oh, he is so quick, Woxic.
That was even a double peek. That was even Searson was at the low angle and couldn't get it done. But over towards Catwalk, Tapson finds the equalizer. God, does Big need this one round?
Yeah, that's what we're thinking now. It's like now they just have to hold on, get around to stay in this map, or they could get wiped out. Eternal Fire worried about any kind of aggression that might be coming their way. Not seeing it just yet. Crimbo did take a peek into Upper Dark, but he decides against it. He does have Searson down there. They actually have a lot of mid, almost tilted towards some sort of a B push thing happening here. So if Crimbo can get that smoke off, if he just gets taken straight down, this is pretty good defense. Should be.
Yeah, as long as Searson doesn't overextend and try and make his way up the stairs. Gonna hold the off angle. Emor walks right into it. Another smoke gonna go. Searson's like really casual about all this though.
I know.
A lot more pressure coming towards him. Oh, and he gets prepared in time. Does eventually fall to xFloud. But he's done the damage, he's done the work. It's a 2-on-3.
Oh man, might not be done yet. A little bit of a nade out. But Xanteris is ready with a headshot to take down Tamsin. I don't know what's happening. These rounds look like Big have them, and then they're just so slippery somehow.
This is actually such a sick reposition as well from Xanteris. Now they're going to be able to split towards the A bomb site. How do you play this if you're Tizian?
Yep, you have to hit the shot right away, and the spray will work out for him. But yeah, I mean, he could have just as well gone down. HE right on top of Tizian will take a lot of damage off, and xFloud jumping down, ready to catch him. He's going to get shot in the back, surely. Wait, he had his knife out. Oh, no. Oh, surely not. 5 seconds here. There's nothing he can do. He has to keep holding it. The bomb has been planted. No. There's no way. xFloud's on his own. 1 versus 2 out in the open. He's had every single chance to get killed already. And finally, Big will win a round. But this says something about the kind of chaos that's been happening, I guess, in overtime and in the regulation as well. That is absolute madness.
That's so weird. What an odd situation to be in. I like the play from xFloud as well. The nade and the drop down. If the nade gets that kill, it forces the flanking player into a play that he doesn't probably want to make at that pace, and xFloud might actually catch him off guard. So I think that's actually a well-constructed 1v2 for xFloud. Just unfortunately does not get the kill with a nade. Otherwise, I think he might have just straight up won that. 17-16, Big just barely staying alive.
I swear it looked for a minute to me like in Lower Dark with Searson, it looked like he was turning with his arrow keys at one point. So like he didn't even care. He was like, I'm just messing around, you know. Well, they should start to take this real serious here. 17-16, Eternal Fire, 2 rounds away from truly shocking the world here with a win against Big from a very hard deficit. So it's possible, but I don't know. It shouldn't be. It feels like it should have already been Big winning 20 minutes ago. Let's see. All right, Searson ready, looking down middle in case anyone was going to try and challenge him. Doesn't seem like that's happening at the moment. And a pretty standard setup here for the Eternal Fire side. 2 out long, 2 and B, and Xanteris holding the middle for any kind of a split. All right.
Here's that setup again. We saw this in regulation a couple times, but Big never really triggered it in any meaningful way. I think it looks like they have the bodies to actually make a play towards this B bomb site, so Emor and xFloud going to get their chance.
And he's ready. Oh, his teammate steps in front and he shoots him in the back instead. And now they're going to back on out. Crimbo's dead. Oh, this is a bit of a nightmare. 4 versus 5. They look like they had that dead on, and somehow it blows up in their faces.
Oh dear, that's a horrible way for that to go. A horrible way. Up towards Catwalk, 4 on 5.
Look at the time as well. 20 seconds for this run right here, and they're basically all grouped up. One good nade could shut this all down. 15 seconds now on the clock, but they're starting to put in some counter nades at the very least. And Xanteris swings out for a huge double kill before they finally take him down with a flashbang. It's actually Searson getting that assist, so I don't know. It looked like a little bit of a team flash, and this is crumbling and falling apart on the side of Big. Running out of time here, and it's going to be 18 on the side of Eternal Fire. They're 1 round away from stealing this in overtime.
Absolute insanity. What a collapse. Remember, Big has only gotten 4 rounds from the point the second half began. It was 12-3. Second half in overtime. They've had such little success.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say. I mean, this is... I feel if you feel a little bit speechless. Eternal Fire.
Yeah.
They look like they were gone.
It's been a long time, like, since we've seen like a comeback of like, I feel like of this much disparity. 12-3 at halftime. You don't see many teams recover from that.
Yeah, and yet here we are, out on long.
Yeah, here we are.
Yeah, we're getting a chance now. Oh, they nearly line up for it. There's more people out there. Calyx and Emo still alive. The Molotov, though, will burn him at the end. He had the smoke ready. I think he was trying to get out, but a lot to negotiate on that side. They still come up with a man lead. 2-3 now, and Citizen's taking a lot of damage. This is looking real good. A couple of more kills, and they take the overtime and put us onto Nuke, and it's looking beautiful right now. Citizen goes down, and Crimbo is on his own. What a shocking match this is.
I have no idea what to say about this one. Crimbo 1v3. He's got 50 seconds to play with. At least he has got the bomb at his back as well, but the defense is just positioned so well.
Yeah, there's not much to do right here.
And they're just saying, if you want to go to the A bomb site, like, you can have it. We'll just retake it in a 3v1. But out mid, they have this covered so well. One player from CT spawn, Woxic, is going to be here for the response, and he's not even needed. 19-16, Eternal Fire, complete a miraculous...
Here at the quarterfinals.
Yeah, elimination game here in the playoffs. Big looking for that semifinal spot. Well, both teams at this point looking for the semifinal spot. Loser goes home here. Huge benefit for Big starting on the defensive side of Nuke. All 5 players for Eternal Fire out. Oh, this is the knife round.
This is the knife round.
Yeah. Okay. Woo. I was like, this is interesting. A little 5-on-5 action.
Yeah. It'd be cool if they'd set that up. But no, we're going to get to see knife. I appreciate that. It's a tradition, you know. Tried for a while to convince people that we were going to try and do, you know, taser rounds instead with like infinite ammo on, so you can just keep firing the taser forever, but...
I still think that'd be such a sick idea, like just like a 10-second recharge or a 5-second recharge or something, but infinite shots with the taser.
Yeah, I think we should get there. It's 2022. We can. It's current year.
Yeah,
we can do
the
it.
technology is there. Let's upgrade from the knife round to the taser round.
Hell yes, somebody do that. Well, here we are. I lied earlier. It's actually going to be Eternal Fire starting on the CT side, but Big on the T side. So we'll see how that plays out. Imor played really, really well on that second map, so they need to keep him on that level, and then.
Mate, they all played really well.
Yeah.
Like the desk said, no one like blowing up and lighting up the scoreboard or anything crazy, but everyone just playing solid. I mean, they did work themselves out of a 2-on-5 in that second half as well to keep the comeback alive. So I mean, just all really impressive stuff from Eternal Fire.
Let's see if they can keep it going. Centera's getting a chance for a headshot, trying to get the jump up. A little bit late to be doing that, and a lot of people waiting for him. And take him down. Nice run boost to get up onto the hut of Mini. That is a cool move. And Calyx, wait, he saw the shadow and he still got trucked by Keto. That's really unlikely.
That's a dangerous fight for Woxic, but you can understand why he wants to take it. Keep him at bay for the moment. Dualies are sliding into position. xFloud finds a kill through glass. It's a 4-on-3. You can't rotate down vents. Big have control of that, but xFloud, the timing of this is everything. If he tries to move into the bomb site, he's in trouble.
Yeah, definitely. Smoke is really helpful. Emor's here with the Deagle. Oh, wait, we're not with the Deagle with the Dualies. xFloud actually did find a kill somewhere. That's a little bit interesting. And now it's a 2-on-2. Looked like Big had every opportunity right now. It was a 2-on-4, and now we're back into a 2-on-2. Woxic upstairs, going to be taking down Keto. Nice headshot to get into the swing of things. And now it's 35 seconds, and Crimbo in a 1 versus 2 to try and see if he can hold on to this one. He's going to go straight for the bomb plant, not even faking it out. And Woxic comes walking in and takes him down. Does drop down to 12 health from that fall, but he's going to be fine. And it's Eternal Fire picking up the pistol round.
Yeah, that's not ideal. Just different thoughts of the big players in that lower bomb site. Some of them just wanted to get the bomb planted. Some of them wanted to go for fights, and that gave the Eternal Fire exactly what they needed. As you mentioned, xFloud does find a kill just kind of in that lower bomb site, and poor Crimbo, like, rotates to that upper bomb site with the bomb, and his teammate dies as soon as he gets there. So he just kind of got pulled across the map to where his team felt they had advantages, and they just disappeared every single time he was in a place. And again, we just touched on the 2-on-5 on Dust 2 that Eternal Fire was able to win. This is a 3 versus 5. That they recover, and so good shooting from Woxic.
Yeah, and in terms of, you know, putting that second map behind you a little bit, not that you have to be heartbroken losing a pistol round, but it's just, you know, it's a pistol round that seemed to be doing pretty well, and then you just end up giving it up to a couple of kills down below, so a little bit unfortunate. Deagles are out, though. And I guess they got the bomb plant too, so they could be happy about that.
Yeah, well, in that sense, any kills they get is going to be massively valuable. That's the bomb down early. Xanter's obviously doesn't know that Tapson was the Lone Ranger, but he's got control of the bomb. So now these Deagles, you kind of know where they're going to be attacking because they have to go chase after the bomb.
Keto and Crimbo, the only ones left, and only for a second as well. So good cleanup. Nobody dies on the side of Eternal Fire, and they are going to be happy with this kind of scenario.
I think Trace was the only person to pick Eternal Fire in the predictions.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
Do you think there's a chance here that they could be right?
Yeah, it would be something else. I'm just glad I'm not in Belgrade with them because he would be insufferable with that kind of a prediction victory. 2-0.
I want him to be. That'd be funny, you know. Try and see if he can trigger Yanko maximally. I'm sure there's a high chance that could happen. Oof.
There are so many smokes down already in this round. Big have used everything except for one smoke that's left on Tizzy, and over towards ramp room we go. Small engagement for Xanter's that he can't win, but all the pressure coming ramp room now, and xCloud is the only one remaining to defend.
Yeah, nice attempt to swing it around right there, but not going to happen. Calyx, though, should be able to catch this one. Surely there's nothing that Circe could do, and Emor's going to pick up one more kill. He wants to go for it. Crimbo nearly getting caught, and they know where Calyx is coming from, so they have a pretty good read of this one. 2 versus 1, and a very, very important round for Big right now. I like this from Calyx. He's trying to get the wallbang shot. It is doable, but obviously low percentage, and that AWP just might be worth more than trying to go for the 1 versus 2. So nice round out of Big here. This is super important.
Yeah, it's valuable. So good call to back off and save it. Yeah, it's a nice win for Big. Got everything they could have wanted. The pick onto Xanter's was huge. Really put xCloud into an impossible situation. And that's Big attacking away from the attention. They have that smoke wall set up. They have a lot of nades going outside and hit towards ramp room where there's light support and find access. So first round on the board for Big's offense.
That opening was aggressive, to say the least, for Tabson. And yeah, you're right. xCloud he would have had to have come up with more than 1 kill there, and that's a lot to ask for in that moment.
And this is also what I mean when I say, like, someone like Big, maybe a little bit more fundamental as a team than Eternal Fire. Like, xCloud drops down as if he's not going to defend and he's going to give up ramp room, but Woxic is still swinging at that hole trying to take a shot in towards ramp room. So he's fighting while his teammate is backing off to play more passive, and that's the lack of coordination that sometimes worries me with Eternal Fire.
Oh, he got caught jumping over and ends up falling down. That is unfortunate. Crimbo crushed by gravity at the end. And was a 4-on-5. Emor making the jump up over. Tizzy unable to get the kill. That's looked like he should have maybe lost that fight too, especially with the Galil on the other side, but he's able to. xCloud comes down to find out what's happening down to the control room, and he's going to get tagged up and killed by Keto. Tizzy and low on health. I don't know why he wanted to go for that before the bomb is down, but now it's a 3-on-3 in the afterplant.
Yeah, just making an aggressive decision, trying to catch them in rotation over towards the vent. But you're right, gets caught. But I still don't think Eternal Fire can really go for this one.
No, it doesn't look like it. I mean, they are really far away.
They have 2 kits. They have 2 kits and 2 smokes. Just with that, again, it's risking the weaponry. That's the crazy part. So this is going to be 2-2 as they start backing off. But a chance for Tapson to get some guns on the exit.
Yeah, Woxic, got to be real careful. And he was not ready for it. Tapson picking up 2 of them right away. That is actually super expensive. They're going to take that AWP and try and make a run for it. Santeras, though, I don't know. They're hunting for him. Smoke is out. Glock inside, trying to find him. But any desperate shot, and it's not working. He'll save the AWP, and that could be interesting. Oh, yeah. That's unfortunate.
The worst. He saw it coming. He knew exactly what was coming as well. Good job from Big. I mean, they got downstairs with very little resistance. xCloud just gets sideswiped as he tries to rotate down. So 2-2. M4 on Xanter's he invests into, drops the AWP over to Woxic, who buys up armor behind it. So some pieces of danger in the round for Eternal Fire.
Okay, some stuff to work with here on the side of Eternal Fire. They want to see if they can take some of the momentum away from Big early on with the round, but Searson hardly stopping for that kill. Takes down Santeris. Tabsons come sneaking through, but there's more on the other side. No flash to come in just yet. There's one finally. And they know they have that AWP. They really want to put the pressure on, but they got to be careful because there's an M4 out here as well. Incredible flashbang, but Immor is there to help out, stopping Crimbo. What an absolute save. They would have been dead for sure, and they still could be. Keto trying to get that double, but man, that was dangerous for Eternal Fire outside. I'm shocked they even get away with this much.
Yeah, and that's the M4 that Xanter's brought into the round, so Immor salvages it and has some impact, but he's got to have a little bit more. The only one who can really take deep angles and deep peaks to get information. Bomb is dropped way far back by T-Spawn as well, so this round is going to be a little bit slower. It looks like Tizian's going to have the responsibility to pick that one up. His two teammates don't want to give up the space they've gained outside. 37 seconds.
Yeah.
Bomb's on its own. Bomb's isolated, Anders.
And they're pushing into the lobby. This could be an absolute nightmare for Tizian. He basically has to win this 1 versus 2 right here. And even then, it might be some trouble. Oh, jumping down already. Molotov is there. Calaxy's going to be forced back. Flashed around the corner. Immor is right in the corner. But look at this work from Tizian. He might have won the round on his own right here. Calax trying to see if he can push on through to surprise anyone on the other side. And the bomb, it's making its way in there. That is such a scary round. I think even more scary than maybe Big even realized at this moment.
Oh, for sure. And for some reason, it doesn't seem like they heard the tick of the Molotov on towards Calax as he went and kind of came out of the hut as well. Searson was still looking outside, so they didn't have that little piece of information. Might have thought it was just a teammate that got ticked. Good opening pick from Searson, but just a far better recovery in a tough situation for Big. Tizian does a lot of work here. That clear of Immor is everything. I didn't think he'd be ready for that angle. I thought that angle was going to be way too deep for him, to be honest with you.
Yeah, especially with the time, right, that's left. That's a classic scenario where you just start making huge mistakes because you're under so much pressure. But damn, that is well played. 3 in a row for Big. They've not been easy rounds by any means, but they are winning them. Pressure is on for Eternal Fire once again.
Yeah, well, last time they responded. Last time they had quite the rebuttal.
Yeah, we're not going to make the mistake of underestimating them once again. We know that they could do a lot.
You gained some credibility with that kind of a comeback.
Yeah, you deserve to have that without a doubt. One of the issues, though, is you know, being on the CT side here is just the cash that they're working with all of a sudden is really questionable. So,
yeah, it's a bit busted, and part of that, remember, is they saved that AWP, and instead of just keeping it on, I believe it was Xanter's, he dropped the AWP over and rebought an M4. So that kind of puts, and everyone else saved. So that kind of puts the money in a little weird situation. So they went for a bit of a risk in terms of the economy aspect of the game, and it doesn't pan out. And they only really lose like 1 round of fight for it. Next round will be fine with all the weapons they could want.
Yeah, and they might be paying for that now just slightly.
Yeah.
That was a nice shot from Tabson outside. Really living up to his name a little bit there. Scout attempted to relocate up onto that roof that's right onto the garage. It's almost never used, but not quite never. And Immor is inside of the bomb site on his own. Plenty of time this time for Big to find him. And yeah, they're going to triangulate that position. No problem. Nobody even dies on the Big side. So super nice round coming out right here. And a 4-2 scoreline. Damn, this is starting to look pretty good.
Yeah, and you'll need that if you're Big. It's nice to have those clean rounds because you know you're going to hit a wall later on. You know at some point the CT side for Eternal Fire is going to click in, and you're going to want that cash to keep respending and keep trying to find solutions with rifles in hand. 2-round lead, but still very early on in the deciding map of Nuke in these quarterfinals.
Yeah, it didn't look like we were going to get here at all with the... I imagine there must have been a couple of viewers that sort of tuned away at the end of the first half on Dust 2 and thought, all right, that's it, like, I'm going to get a snack, maybe get some baklava, and then I'll be back for the second match. And damn, those people might have been surprised.
Yeah, the Germans going for their celebratory Wiener Schnitzels.
Yeah, although people did message me in the break saying that's actually obviously not a German thing, right? Vina. That's like a Viennese thing, I guess. So, you know, we have to be real careful.
Okay.
Like, we're messing up a lot of things there, I'm not gonna lie. We're angering everybody.
Well, I was saying Wiener Schnitzel because you brought it up, so don't say we.
All right, I'll take that one on me.
You're on your island alone with that one.
It's fine.
Ooh,
right.
Good come through the smoke from Tabson. Woxic towards the ramp room. We're going to get the boost up. Is Searson quick enough? Ooh, they tag each other.
Yeah, but he's very low on health. He's got to be careful. That grenade didn't quite do enough. Oh, man, he almost dies. But look at who's waiting out here. Tabson, that is an angle that's very hard to check. Santaris just sitting out there in the middle of nowhere. And now it's a 4-on-4. So a little bit interesting. 35 seconds still on the clock. Santaris, a lot of spray down. Crimbo, oh! Last bullet flies out of the gun barrel and it takes down Keto. That's unfortunate. Calyx up here. Stunning headshots to probably win the round right there. 25 seconds. He makes a jump for it. He does not want to get found. Nade. Oh, it could work out. Got to be careful down there. That blows him up. And the wall bang and Searson. What a ridiculous 1 versus 2 clutch. That is so disgusting. I don't even know what's happening.
That's so crazy. How much HP did the guy in Vents have?
Yeah, none at all. None at all.
None at all.
That was from the ramp, right? That was Woxic running in from the ramp, I think. And he had got legged, so.
Yeah, oh, that's right. He got legged earlier. That's crazy. What a way to lose a round. This is so good from Calyx as well.
This should never. You should never be able to win this one. He's like, all right, I'll take that fight.
Yep. Peace. We love that.
God damn. Okay. Well,
someone messaged me, Anders, a German messaged me, said Southern German food is the best, and he told me I should try mac and cheese and ravioli. He gave me the German names, but I'm not even going to try. So mac and cheese and ravioli are on this list.
Hold on,
which don't sound German out of the gates, but I'm willing to be surprised.
Well, somebody said that McDonald's was started by German immigrants, so you might have to give that one up, Jason.
No, dude.
Yeah. All right.
No.
All right. I'm giving it a shot. They can't have mac and cheese. There's no way. I'm never gonna give Germany mac and cheese. That's not happening. Not even a little bit. But mac and cheese is god tier, so I'd appreciate it nonetheless. 5 in a row for the side of Big. And I mean, some truly sketchy rounds that we're witnessing here. Big are winning them, but I've got to say some of them are very questionable. They got to be a little bit careful. Nice job, Tabson, taking out Woxic out there. And then they're up against what, pistols and MP9s? They should be able to win this round, no problem.
Yeah, they'll be all good. Tabson's gonna find the kill in mini. Just a matter of time. Calyx is burning. He does get 1 kill on his departure, but XCloud the only one remaining, and Searson's gonna handle that very, very nicely. 6-2. Just to establish, just to return the world to normalcy, McDonald's was started by 2 Americans who were the kids of Irish immigrants.
All right. You've done the history. All right.
Yeah, you can't have McDonald's. No one's taken that away from us.
Okay. Well, sorry. I apologize for introducing a bit of fake news.
Frankly, I don't know why you'd want to. I don't know why you'd want to take ownership of McDonald's.
I don't know. It's like
Taco Bell is understandable, but not McDonald's.
I've never been to Taco Bell, Jason. Ever.
You are a sick, twisted human being.
All right. Well, we'll make up for it one day. We'll find one. We'll get it fixed. 6-2. Oh, XCloud. Yeah, you want to get right out of there. He could have just as well been dead. If that is... There's no warning on that one. They just ran into the ramp room, and he nearly got caught completely. That's so scary. And look at how much map control they have, Big. They're everywhere on the map. This is so scary. If you move around right now on the Eternal Fire side, you could walk into an AK and never know it. And just, or outside. Santaris walking into that one. You see Emo not even really ready to check for it. XCloud going to be traded as well. Yeah, they're everywhere. They've infiltrated the entire map right now.
Yeah, this actually, with the pacing of this and how quick, like, they were attacking ramp room, how quick Tabson was already down secret lower, it just reminds me of, like, Dust 2, that critical mass, that big hit in the first half where they were just so confident with every play they made across the map. That's a worrying sign if you're Eternal Fire and you're rooting for this defense to stand strong.
Woxic trying the best that he can to hold on to it, but this is about to be 7 rounds straight on the side of Big. That is, looking at how the comeback was happening on Dust 2. I didn't think Eternal Fire were hoping for this, especially because they won the pistol here, right? So they must have been thinking, this is it. We're setting ourselves up real nice. Good little hunt for Keto. Here's Woxic running away. And Calyx going to be able to save the gun on the other side. But, yeah, what a lead that they're building right now.
Yeah, what a lead they're building. Look at the money on Searson as well. 14,000 before he invests into the round. Now he'll chew into that quite a bit, picking up the AWP, but he's still rich at 12 grand. So money not an issue for Big either. And I mean, you can just see when you get this much control and this much space to work with from the T side, that one kill from Searson starts to force all the movement in the defense. Tapson's waiting for it. 2 players in ramp room are waiting for it, and defense just crumbles so quickly. M4 and Calyx, 2 MP9s, 2 5.7s for Eternal Fire's defense.
They are struggling once again, aren't they? 7-2. One M4 that was saved, and they brought up a little bit of something on the rest of them here, trying to see if they can keep themselves competitive. But Big are really well in control of everything at the moment. Yeah, Searson saw that jump pass, but not gonna try and go for anything outside though. Good control for Eternal Fire. We'll see how long it lasts. Once, if Big want to take this part of the map, they probably can.
Well, the 5.7s are going to be dangerous here, too, because you just know Xantares is going to pick a timing, and he's actually even calling an MP9 over. Tapson wants to clear things over the top, finds one. He's got to feel there's another one. Woxic at the red box, but never considers the angle. Saw the flashbang come through the smoke. Oh, big win for Woxic. Big's in trouble here. Man deficit, and add another on top. Calyx inside the bomb site. It's all going wrong for Big, and Eternal Fire are going to stop this run.
Yeah, finally, and in a very unlikely round with, you know, stealing an AK outside. Woxic doing so much work, a triple kill for him. That's a bit weird. Big, they only sent one guy outside to clear everything. I don't think that was even necessary. They could have easily devoted some time and attention. They could have even just had one up on the silo, right, looking over the whole thing to help out, but
yeah, I'd say in their defense, they've sent Tapson outside like alone a number of times, and he's been able to make it over towards Secret. But I also, I mean, to a certain extent, if you know the economy situation, you're reading that properly, maybe, yeah, you send someone to be a little bit closer with them, knowing you're going up against pistols and SMGs.
Yeah, you might, maybe that's it. They're just confident that they were able to do it, but it backfires, and it gives Eternal Fire finally, after losing 7 in a row, they finally pick up another round.
They needed it. A little bit of life. Importantly as well, it gives Calyx and Woxic a lot of money in the bank, and Emor as well at 1850. As they're able to scavenge some weapons from the previous round. This time there's more bodies with Amanders.
Yeah, they're full on yard control with a whole giant wall. Searson up on top of Mini looking over it. Yeah, they have a lot going for them out here, Big. But they've kind of evacuated the rest of the map, and already Eternal Fire, they just did have 2 people down there. I think Woxic is on the ramp with the AWP, and they've got Xantares down there as well, looking for anyone crossing. So they should know what's coming. There shouldn't be some sort of a surprise hit for Big. At the very least, the CT side will have some information to work with.
It's all about this cross.
Yeah, surely
Xantares,
is.
I don't think he's going to commit to the fight, though. He just wants the information.
Yeah, that's good. That's fine. Tapson did try to get the jump on him with the shot. That would have been really cool. But look at the clock. They're running out of time on the Big side of things. Oh, that's a dirty peek. Tizian inching his way forward with that shot and takes Woxic down. There's no recovery from that one. Oh, they're getting wiped out in this one. What a disgusting entry.
I actually feel so bad.
Yeah, there's no, you can't do anything about it, can you? Like, you're just, that's it. Just take a deep breath and try to think about what the next round will be like. Calyx, 1 versus 3. Yeah, try and walk away with that AWP if you can, and see if you can get something going. That is a wild entry. Calyx. He is trying, but eventually they're going to overpower him. Tapson taking him down. Well worth it to try and hunt down that AWP and make sure it doesn't fall in the wrong hands. 8-3 the scoreline. And let's just see. Money is there at least for the Eternal Fire side, but yeah, this is... Doesn't feel good, does it? Ooh, and possibly we lost Jason for a second. We'll see if we can break, maybe. Internet problems. Well, Searson's got the AWP. Scoped up, ready in case anyone was going to try and make the jump past, and sneaking his way downside with a lot more speed this time is Tabson. And the rest of the team too, but he's kind of leading the charge for them right there. So looking for an entry if he can. Searson's, I don't believe this. He's in the lobby walking around making a lot of noise and not even afraid to get checked. If they push him from even 1 or 2 angles there, he's probably dead already. Emo's moving up. This seems like madness. He's surely got no way to win this one. Going to be walking into all 4 of them basically. And Searson gets to slowly back on out. They were coming for him as well. And now he's got a deep position. Might be hard to check for the CT side, especially because the bomb is about to be planted down below. From us up close, then it doesn't even matter. Searson is ice cold in that moment. And this round is pretty much already won here. Eternal Fire, not a lot that they could do for this one. So 5 versus 3, and they're already backing out to try and save some of the weapons here. What a wild ride in this first half. Big coming out with everything. They've won a single round on the Eternal Fire side, and Big are about to hit 9. That is... Well, we don't want to get too carried away with it, obviously, because at this point in time, we've already seen one 12-3 comeback, so I guess it could happen again, but it does feel like Big are right back in the swing of things. I promise you guys, I'll get Jason back right away, but looks of things, his internet dropped. Maybe he was just being too brutal on the German food situation, and eventually, you know, they got to him. They found him. Wow, this is it's a rough turn of events. Some round loss bonus kicking in now, at least for the CT side, so they're going to be able to have someone to work with there. But still a 9-3, and moving into the 13th round. AWP on Searson. It's been Tabson doing a lot of the work. He is 13-9. Searson, though, right in there. They did have some grenades going down into the hut. And Calix thought maybe that was going to be keeping him safe, but absolutely not. Outside, Santera's on his own, takes down Tabson. And again, there's no real backup. Just like we talked about earlier. They trust Santera to try and... Oh, sorry, they trust Tabson to try and take that fight on his own. Which he's been able to a lot, but... when he loses it, there's no real reply from that T side. So that sucks a little bit. Molotov to slow them down. And pretty much the entire Big side is all in that little lobby area. So that's a bit sketchy. You probably want to put a little bit of pressure outside just to make sure that they can't be too grouped up on that side. So we'll see. Woxic. A little bit paranoid about that smoke for good reason. I'm going to be ruling quite far back from the action. Up on the hut. Himura is ready and waiting. It looks like we're going to be seeing, yeah, late lobby push coming in. This could be insane from the side of Eternal Fire, but with that opening, maybe it's going to be too late. Are they going to get there in time? Yes, they will. Woxic at the back of the bomb side. xCloud got the one. That's really all he needed. Just that one kill to slow it down. That's absolutely fine. And Keto... not enough time, I think, to do this 1 versus 3. So nice attempt from, or a nice push from Eternal Fire to get out there and go for that flank through the lobby area. Keto on his own. And some damage. I mean, he could try and do something if he wanted to, but he's not going to get into the bomb site. Woxic instead. 3rd kill of the round for him. And Eternal Fire finally land that 4th round. It's about time as well. Starting to get a little bit worried for them, but they can still recover this. I mean, if they get up to 6 rounds right here, which is doable, then anything could happen. All right. That entry from Crimbo, I was so worried for a minute because it looked like that was maybe going to spring the trap coming out of the hut as well. And if they had actually got out, then maybe that lobby flank doesn't have the same power to it. Oh, here we go. A little bit of speed. Flash coming through. It's a good opening. Calix, he can't see anything. Woxic, though, he gets one more. And at least it's an even trade. Setting up that 3-on-3 after plant. xCloud. Classic smoke right now to try and get a little bit of an advantage so you don't get completely shot in the face, and we'll see. Flashbang to set it up. Scary to try and be the first man in here through the smoke if you're xCloud. And Searson, he's taking the opportunity to go for this flank. This is wild. No way to read this, really, if you're on the Eternal Fire side. Searson sneaking in. xCloud gets one, but yeah, they're in a lot of trouble. The bomb is planted for his position as well. How are they losing this round? I can't believe it. Searson, he tries to jiggle it out, goes straight for the defuser. And I think he did it. I think Searson, that might have been enough with that kill. Even with the kit, they can't win the round. It should have never got that close. Searson absolutely saved them, but with that kind of a flank, they should have won the round way, way easier. 10-4 in the first half right here. Or, well, yeah, so far. 15th round is coming up, and we'll see. What a crazy round this has been. That looked like it should have been absolutely no issue. All right. They have an AWP still in Block 6, so it's kind of the upside right here for Eternal Fire. Is at the very least, they have money to fight in the 15th round, so something to work with. 5 versus 5. Orb battle almost commencing outside. Yep, and Woxig losing his patience, wants to go for it. Emor is there for a quick return, but it's only the 1. And 4 versus 3 right here. Grenade. That's scary. And Tabson is very nearly dead. Down to 7 health. And again, we go for this late lobby push. I feel like that has been one of the keys to victory so far for Eternal Fire, to try to catch someone in that lobby a little bit later in the round. Been working out pretty well. Searson, I think if he goes in the mini right there, he's probably dead no matter what, so trying to get it done. Calyx escaping the AWP for now. We're down to 50 seconds on the clock here. 3 versus 3. A bomb is making its way out behind. Big, going a really unconventional route. Surely someone's going to be joining the bomb. Yeah, I was going to say if Tabson wants to go down, he can't really do it on his own. So sneaking through slowly but surely. Tizian probably wondering by now, why am I not running into anybody at all out here? Normally, you would expect to find one CT player either in heaven or hell or down towards the ramp, and he's gone the whole way and hasn't bumped into anyone yet, so that's going to be confusing. We're down to 18 seconds on the clock, and this is getting a little bit weird for Big. They've got the whole map, but they just can't find any other players. Finally, they get that kill on xCloud, and that is enough. They go straight for the bomb plant. Missed opportunity for Calyx. Maybe could have had that kill. Very low on health on the other side there, but we'll see. Searson nearly out of the round. They still can't find him. They're just not able to hunt him down. Just a bullet would do it. Same is true on the other side there for Tizian, but they're not finding any of the shots at the moment here. Eternal Fire, they need this last round desperately, but Searson says no. Good kill right there. Calyx on his own. 1 versus 2. Pops open the door, and he's going to get that shot again. They're all 1 bullet away from death. Oh, nice shot from Calyx. A 1 versus 3. They were so low to begin with. Oh, no kit. It's going to get close at the end, but he was really fast with it, and it is going to be a 10-5 end in the first half in favor of Big, but nice little recovery at the end there for Eternal Fire. You can't really complain about that. All right, well, I feel like we had Jason back for a second, but he disappeared again, so I'm sure he'll be back eventually. This really is a bit of a throwback, but at least I have you guys in Twitch chat, even if it's a bit of a delay, to keep me company. I appreciate it, even if you're all absolutely nuts. My people. 10-5. I don't know. We've just seen a 3-12 comeback for Eternal Fire. So it'd be stupid to say that they are not able to do this, but it still feels like Big are in control of this game right now. So let's just see what happens. Second round, or second pistol is coming up right here. Big now on the CT side. Eternal Fire on that T side. They're going to be making a run for it. Crimbo's here with the dualies. Oh! He tracked him mid-air to get that headshot. So well done to take down Emor. It's a nice start smoke up on the one side, forcing them, if they want to fight him, to come through on this side. And he's going to take him right down. Another good headshot. Anyone else want to step up to the plate right now? There's 2 more people behind him. They have a defense right now. If they come through here, Eternal Fire, they're definitely dead. This is so difficult. Crimbo, ready and waiting. He's repositioned again, lining it up, and he nearly could have had that. Would have been a great triple. Searson, though, ice cold, executing the rest of Eternal Fire to win the pistol on the second half, 11-5. Absolutely well played. You gotta love those dualies. I'm slowly getting converted to it. I, appreciate it. Yeah, these shots from CSN though. It's a real style behind that one.
Hey, Anders.
Not the best situation. What's up, Yanko?
I heard you needed some help. And I'm a
Jason's...
certified color commentator now, so I got my license and everything from the association.
Well, you know what? I appreciate that. And yeah, you can't trust these Americans, can you? He's left me alone.
Yeah, I mean, they can't even get their internet sorted out. I always told Jason he needs to move like to a proper state like Texas or something, you know?
Yeah. That's bold of you. I appreciate it. Well, witnessing a little bit of a ridiculous fight happening through the hut of Mini, or the roof of Mini there. Somehow, Eternal Fire coming out on top. I don't know why either side really wanted to spend time on that, but I guess they did. And Eternal Fire, they're pretty far behind him and looking to maybe try and win their first round of the second half.
Really, there is some of that online madness, even in the first half, even in the last map, right? Just way more chaos. People pushing all over the place. That Searson clutch in the end that should have never gotten to him having to clutch, right? And Big already gave up a massive lead on Dust too. They shouldn't really forget that, you know. You can't get too complacent even in a 10-5 T side. You want to close this out as soon as possible.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little bit impressed already with the Big managed to throw that kind of a second map away. It seems like mentally that they're kind of right back in the swing of things here. But damn, yeah, it's a good reminder never to take anything for granted right now. MP9 up close, out by the secret. Oh, Tizian almost getting shocked there by Emo. But it works out 3 versus 3. Oh, and Tizian wants to go for it before the bomb is down. That is a nice move. Taking the headshot, and their backup is there, and this is working out, and Calyx is in some trouble right now. Deagle in a 1 versus 2, and they do have a kit on Tizian as well. No grenades to really put Calyx into a lot of trouble, but they're already down there defusing. He has to swing for it, and he is way too late. He was hoping to jiggle his way out of that one, so nice round for Big.
The strangeness continues. But they really needed that Eternal Fire, right? Like, if you want to have a good chance or any chance of making that comeback, right? The yearly reset and then keeping pressure on their economy, that has to be the way to go. Basically, any map, anytime you have to come back as T, right? The CTs have such a massive advantage. Anytime they give up an opening kill or two, they can just gamble stack and save. And as T, you have to make the correct read every single time, and that's just so hard.
Yeah, they're not having a good time of it right now. Ooh. Through the smoke, Imo trying to make the play right here with the Tech 9s on top, but half of them are getting caught trying to make the jump down, and Tizian is on the hunt. He is not afraid to take that fight at all. X-Floud on the other side, and it's going to be the Mac 10 coming out on top, so I don't know. I like this explosive play from Eternal Fire. It's not a bad idea, but you really need to get the opening kill, don't you, to actually make it through there to make that event dive work. So it goes the other way, and they kind of get blown up.
Yeah, the money situation really forced their hand in this round, right? Like, you don't have all the good guns, you don't have all the utility, you can't play the slow default smokes outside, you have to take a sort of a risk. And this is a play I think, you know, a lot of teams have it. We used to call it the ROPS play, where you throw that initial combo outside of door, and then you want to push through the smoke, right? It's sort of an A-pop, but they faked it and wanted to go down vents, but as you said, no entry kills, even though it's a decent call. Can't really work out if you just get shut down immediately.
Yeah, I feel like there are a lot of rounds like that in Counter-Strike where so much of how the round plays out really depends on those openings, and if you get them, it can look really cool, and if you don't, it just looks like, you know, you never get like a foot in the door, so it could be a little bit hard to judge, I guess. But yeah, that one definitely wasn't it. 13-5. We're in that same territory where if Eternal Fire want a repeat of that ridiculous comeback on the second map, now is kind of the time for it.
Yeah, now it gets really hard, right? Like 13-5 down, you don't really have the money to force, but then you're going to try to, you know, come back from 14-5. That also doesn't sound like, you know, stuck between a rock and a hard place, really. And they do decide to force up into this one. Just you need that early break. You need something really to jumpstart the comeback, but it's not looking good, Anders.
It's not looking good. Eternal Fire, if they don't pick it up now, they're going to be deader than Moses, who's been had by the German Wurst Mafia. So you know, gotta be. It's hard,
right,
you know.
well,
He
that
brought it
be-
on himself.
Wow, you're working on a script for that already, or I'm sure you're gonna dream. You're gonna dream something about it soon enough.
I could see that.
Shout
being,
out to Anderson's
a real
dreams
thing.
one time.
Yeah, Jason wakes up in his bed at night and it's just filled with sausages as a message, you know.
That's not a euphemism.
Yeah, exactly. And, yeah, we'll work on it. We'll put a skit together. Emo goes down, opening the round. Keto, he's been playing really well again. You know, kind of being thrown into the mix here, but he's held his own for a minute. And on the other side, Calix is 18 kills and Walk 14, but from there it's kind of a big dive down to the rest of the team. So two of them have been putting in some good work, but they need more.
Yeah. I mentioned that the desk really, you know, like Xantares and Voxic, a little bit quiet, not you know, considering how they played the last couple of series as well. And I thought, you know, they're gonna show up on this map, but you can see Xantares actually the lowest amount of kills on Eternal Fire. And there we go.
Crimbo. Yeah, you said it. You know, they need him to step up and make a couple of openings. There's one of them right there. He's ready for the second fight. That's a good read. That's the, you could almost tell from the path that he was running that's something that he's tried many times. You get to that corner, you kind of know there's a chance you're going to have to take that fight down towards the doorway. So nicely done. 30 seconds, and they're going to get the bomb plant down. And Big are not even going to try and contest this. They're just giving up the round.
Yeah, it would be an extremely difficult retake, right? Searson was maybe trying to get a better gun or try to take away some guns from Eternal Fire. But yeah, I mean, if they're going to have any chance of making this close to begin with, Eternal Fire, they really needed that round. And it's a good call from Big to say, right? You only need 3 rounds out of the remaining 10 after this one, so it doesn't have to be this one that you go for.
Yeah, I mean, they have the buffer in the runway, and they did on Dust 2. I mean, it looked like Big were trying to play for that some of the time, even on Dust 2, right? And then eventually they lost their way. But you're right, there's no reason to try and play for these huge hero rounds when you can just try and take the guns into the next one and keep going.
And the problem is...
Good job on Xantares.
Yeah, you have to take some risks if you're Eternal Fire, right? If you're going to bring this back. But also on the other side, you don't want to gamble too much because the gap is really big, right? So now that you have good guns, you should probably slow it down a little bit, play more default, right? Try to win 1 or 2 rounds by playing slow, even suffocate Big a little bit so they can't save. That could really help you out in the long term to make this even closer. And then at some point you change the pace, right? And you hopefully leave them a bit shell-shocked. Nice gap
Nice
there.
grenade to start with, yeah. But Searson's out there taking down Imor as well. I mean, you're right as well, because if they lose some rounds here, but they're allowed to save, you know, 3 or 4 guns, they're not really going to care. They're going to keep fighting, right? And the pressure is going to be on all the time.
Well,
Searson is relentless. This is ridiculous.
2020 flashbacks.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh,
Round
no.
over. Searson says no, sir. I think that was also at the start of the round. Eternal Fire missed like the entry smoke on Yard, right? Like that gap isn't supposed to be there for Searson, where he gets the first kill and, you know, he feels he has all the information from that point on, right? That's why he peeks wide. He knows he doesn't really have anyone on the left, right? You would be too scared to take that peek because you'll be caught in a crossfire, and someone already went towards Secret, but he probably knew that there was no AWP too, so he has the full advantage there, just going for the fights, and now he's really feeling it, Anders.
Yeah, that's a problem if you're on the Eternal Fire side. 23 and 11 on Searson, and when he's feeling comfortable with that AWP, it's hard to stop him, right?
Hey man, I felt it firsthand. In 2020, him and Xantares, Big, the best team in the world, ranked #1 for a week. Like, it wasn't fun playing those guys. Like, they were just super locked in, super focused, great rotations, everything on time, right? No hesitation. And here you see again, he gets the sound cue from the smokes, goes for the peek, gets a tag, but not the frag.
Yeah, a lot of damage though, and Xantares able to run him down. That is a bold move, but nicely done. That's what they needed. Making the jump pass, no bullets catching Emo somehow, even though he was very, very low on health. And it's a 4-on-5. Still 50 seconds. A little bit of a jump there. That's scary. They're going to try and challenge this one. Tabson also getting out-dueled. And down below, they haven't even checked. Oh, Crimbo. Hard attack moment for Emo. And they're going to put up a Molotov behind it. This is a smart play. He's trying to buy the time. Not a lot of backup is coming because they're all dead on the other side. Tizian is somewhere on the map trying to help him out, but I don't know if it's going to be there in time. Crimbo getting shot at the back. Santara is doing all of the work in this round. 3 kills so far. And they're going to get the bomb plant shortly. Tizian is still just too far away, and that is being held by Woxic. Surely going to be a kill every single time. Wait, he actually gets down on the other side of it, and that's the backpack. You can't really shoot that one. I'm surprised that Tizian is still alive. Door being open now, and finally they get the kill on him. Man, that was a little bit scary.
Yeah, weird angle from Woxic as well. I thought, you know, Tizian might get away with it and then sneak past him, but yeah, the backpack gave him away there. And now, you know, probably just a eco/half buy from Big here, right? Even though it's 2 players alive, plenty of rounds to work with. You can just semi-invest, buy some smokes, right? In case Eternal Fire make a mistake, you can punish them. But should give Eternal Fire, you know, another round on the board.
Well, you know, speaking of the glory days of Big, I was promised by Maui Snake that they were going to come back and do it again.
Weren't we all? Top 5 team, right?
Yeah. Remember to tag Maui Snake on Twitter and remind him, you know, just to mess with him a little bit.
I have no idea, like, what he was on when he made that tweet, but you just look at all the other teams that are out there. It's like how they're supposed to be better than all these teams who have insane rosters, right? Like, they're great organizations as well, a lot of experience. Like, who are they going to be better than? Like, G2 or Cloud9, right? Like, it's very difficult to see. Obviously, Navi and FaZe are top 2, so that goes without saying. And then there's so many other teams.
I think it's just, yeah, but everyone's picking them, right? If you pick Big and you happen to be right, you know, no one's going to see it coming. Oh, hold the phone. Tizian up close with the 5-7 and a couple of kills, including on the bomb, and they picked up the rifles. Oh, Eternal Fire. They paved the way. They actually set themselves up very nicely for another potential comeback, but they can't give up rounds like these. Tabson comes sneaking through and catches xCloud, and now Woxic might have to run down to the lower bomb side. He keeps going and runs into Tizian. What a triple. All of it with a pistol right here. These are the kind of rounds at Eternal Fire. They just can't afford to have these.
Exactly, and that's the problem when you're down big, right? There's really no room for mistakes. You know, we were talking about, yeah, it's a small investment from Big, but should be around for Eternal Fire to, you know, win and then get a little bit closer, make it 14-8. But, you know, a couple of utility, some of the utility being mixed. The spacing here, you see, it's not great. And the molly, that basically gives him an advantage, right, in terms of vision. And Tizian with a 3K 5-7.
Yeah, you'd like to see it. Seeing that 5-7 being put into play more and more these days, aren't we?
Well, with the CZ being nerfed, it's really maybe even the better option. Guys, depends a little bit on preference, but yeah.
Well, I was on the 5-7 train the whole time, so I'm gonna...
Well, it was OP before with the running and gunning, right? But once they, you know, increased the moving inaccuracy, then it wasn't as insane.
Yeah, you're right.
And it has better skins, so you all know
that's also important.
That's the most important thing.
There we go. That's what we're picking for. Well, here we go. It's fired up once again. Big. They are 1 round away from taking this on the 3rd map. It's looking very likely. Oh, they're trying to get down, but the spray is too much. Actually, a crossfire of sprays and grenades on top. Tabson and Tizian absolutely locking it down.
Yeah, it's so hard to get out of door when that main spam comes in, right? The HEs as well, and it's an easy call for Big to make. They know the economy is low, that Eternal Fire likes to play explosive, and Woxic in a near impossible situation, Anders.
Yeah, nothing to really do here. Tech9 in his hand, 1 versus 5, and walking into a huge stack outside. They know where he is, and they're coming for him as well. 16-7 as Big throw Eternal Fire out of the tournament here at the quarterfinals. That's a nice little recovery there. We're going to see what happens